Hey, what's going on, Twisters? Welcome to our stream. Tonight we've got a game five between the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. And with a win at home, the Oilers would advance to the second round. They'll take on the winner of the series between the Canucks and the Kings. In the meantime, before we wait for this game to get underway, we've got the final few minutes here in regulation, at least, between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. And hopefully, we have ourselves some great action for this evening. And of course, as always, no matter who you cheer for, we want to have you here. So welcome, and hopefully we have a great evening uh, between you guys, myself, and my co-host here, and that is Cortana, and she'll be getting all the treats tonight. There we go. We got all kinds of goal treats for Cortana tonight, and hopefully we get some goals. Hopefully it's not just a 1-0 game. Anyway, but yeah, say hello. Let us know who you're cheering for or what you think the outcome will be. We've got a poll here on, yeah, at the top of the chat there, and we got a chance here. I'm pissed about last night. We should have won. And Leafs played with some purpose out there. Um, so I mean, don't mess up a good thing though, huh? Good evening, Samantha. Hello, Brian. Go Oilers. Toast Tactical. Isles fan for life. Uh, you guys, I know that the series ended in five, but the Islanders really did fight hard and made things, I thought, fairly challenging for the Hurricanes at times. Um, and yeah, so go Oilers! I'm rocking the just a Reebok Premier, but the stock customization Connor McDavid here. Go Oilers! Says Samantha. I'm not going to complain if they move on tonight with a victory against the Kings, and I just hope that it's, you know, a well-spirited contest with some goals and some fancy goals at that. But yeah, we're rocking the home team for this one this evening. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll be hanging out while the get through the final 4 minutes of regulation here between the Golden Knights, who are trailing the Dallas Stars by a score of 3-2. The go-ahead goal scored, I believe, on the power play by Jason Robertson, and so Dallas a chance at winning their third straight game in a row in this series, although there will be a game six in Vegas in a couple of days from now. Thank you, Samantha. If you blow another series, I might go on strike on watching hockey. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have that happen against the Maple Leafs after last year's first round. So I hear you on that, but yeah, I know what it's like to have some of your best seasons in your franchise's history and then to only underwhelm in the playoffs. But we're not at that point just yet with the Bruins. We'll see how they respond. So goals tonight from the Stars: Dodonov, Duchesne, and then Robertson. The Stars have scored twice on the power play, and Robertson scoring at 16:32 in the second period. That was the last goal that we saw. And as for the Knights, Stone and Carrier have gotten on the board this evening. You want a Kraken jersey? Yes, yes. Get you one. Oh, big save, Ottinger. Nice job there off the bid from Hannafin getting down into the play. And then we've got, of course, Chris Tanev. I always see three, and I think John Klingberg for Dallas. But Tanev has looked really good for them. And now Pavelski deep in the Stars end, and Hurdle will lead the charge the other way. Jake, long time no see, man. Long time no see. Back to hey Victoria. Do I have a Kraken jersey for sale? I don't have a link for it, but I do. It's just it's probably going to be pretty big on you because it's pretty long on me, and I'm 6 foot tall. But anyway, and now the Stars able to get a clear here. Sagan, maybe he's got Duchesne on the wing. Nice back check from William Karlsson. And Stone, center ice. Oh, Stevenson, here he comes. And alone, Stevenson denied by the pad of Ottinger. And that might be the save of the series. That was outstanding. And Ottinger is dialed in. He's dialed in. He's starting to look like that 2022 playoff Ottinger. You wear a size 50? Really? I mean, because that's what I wear. So, You can send me an email if you're interested, though, and I can give you some more information about the jersey. But it it has Grubauer on it, so I mean, I would charge more considering it's got a player with the numbers. So that's usually, you usually have to pay more for those. But wow, what a save from Ottinger! And if the Stars do end up winning this series, you cannot forget that. Hill's still out there on the ice with a buck 50 left. It's here. I'll put that in there. All right. I'm looking to replay that save, but yeah, Ottinger, he's a big dude. He's what, 6'6" or 6'7", and so yeah, he can easily extend the legs to cover a lot of ground or a lot of ice. Grubauer's your favorite, nice. I was a big fan of his when he was with more so the Capitals and the Avalanche. He was awesome. But yeah, this game, our featured game, probably won't start until we actually conclude this game here from Vegas and Dallas, or at least regulation. There's a buck 45 left. Come on, Dallas, after Winnipeg. I need this. Oh, Patrick, you and me both, man. Oh my God, Winnipeg, so disappointing, so disappointing. And here I was. I looked at my preseason Stanley Cup favorite or uh, champion, who I predicted the Abs, and I said, "No, I think Winnipeg's got him," and that was bad. Okay. But yeah, my bracket is just in shambles now. I mean, I could still win, I think, 4 or 5 of the first round matchups, but oh boy, it looks really bad after that just because I had Winnipeg over Tampa in my final. I think we got a timeout right now, just FYI, folks. And we got a buck 45 remaining here in regulation. Come on, Dallas. Hold on. New channel picture. Oh, whoa. That's fun. All right. I don't know if you're watching, Trevor, so I'll give you an idea as to what's happening. But Ben will take this draw against Eichel, and it's controlled by the Stars. Lindell has to send it behind his net. Now Johnston takes a hit, but is able to clear it down, no icing, and Hannafin will retrieve it for Vegas. The Knights' net is now emptied. Eichel from center ice. He'll shoot it in, easily settled by Ottinger, and Lindell able to move it to Ben, and it's going toward the empty net. Is it going to go in? No. Marchessault is able to keep that off the goal line. Um, Now Tanev around the net, Lindell, and pinching in was Eichel, and he was able to keep the play alive. But a pass that ricochets off the boards. We're under a minute left, and Hannafin will have to help his team re-enter the Dallas zone. Around the net, Lindell's there, Hurdle, and now Eichel trying to find the point. Moves it past Hurdle and around to Marchessault to the other point, and now in the corner for Marchessault. Cycled around for Eichel, who looks out in front, and it's intercepted by the Stars. And they're going to chip this down toward the empty net. Is it going to go in? No, just a little bit wide, but no icing because the first one there was Steele facing some heat. Pavelski trying to touch it over to a teammate for the empty net bid. Now Pavelski, and he's pressured by his former teammate Hurdle. And with Pavelski pursuing aggressively, Hurdle will gain the zone. He shoots, and it's going to go out of play with 13.6 seconds left. Hey, Lindley, I'm pretty good, man. Hopefully we get. I mean, me being the Sharks fan I am, I'd like to see the Oilers close things out tonight and hopefully get some goals. Yeah. How much would the jersey be? It would probably be probably at least I'd say. I think I have to go back to my spreadsheet, but it is like $130 or something like that because it is hand stitched. It's a good jersey. All right, 13.6 seconds left. But this face-off, by the way, is in the neutral zone because I think it didn't go off a Dallas defender. And Ben able to stand up the Knights at the blue line. Final 5 seconds. The Knights have to gain the zone. Here comes Waugh charging in, looking for a teammate cross ice. A shot from the point, blocked. And this one is in the books. The Dallas Stars triumph as the first. This is the first time in this series that the home team has actually won. Yeah, about that, Samantha. And so the Stars will have a chance to close things out in a couple of days at T-Mobile Arena. So congratulations to the Stars. We're going to give Cortana a gold treat just for that. And I believe that this featured game here for us should be starting just a moment from now. But I will keep you in the loop, Len Lee and folks. Wow. But Dallas is they're feeling it. Ottinger, man. Wow, what a great game. What a fantastic game, I should say, for him. All right. So the broadcast will be cutting over to Edmonton here. And of course, the Oilers escaping game 5 in a 1-0 victory on a goal from Evan Bouchard. Close series, Dallas and Vegas. Yeah, that's true. Um, all right. Well, they're out there on the ice right now. Not, I guess they have to still do anthems though, so we'll have to be a little patient. You can't believe the Avs almost swept the Jets. Yeah, I know, right? It was literally a goal, or if you want to put it this way, 2 goals that would have given the Avs a sweep. You almost put the Jets in the finals in your bracket. You almost did. I wish I would have had you there to make the predictions with me. Do you not feeling it so much right now? Otter was just fantastic. I mean, I don't know how many chances the Knights created out there, but that stop on Stevenson, that really, yeah, that's going to make things pretty challenging for them come Game 6. Uh, is it too big for a women's jersey? I honestly think so, Samantha. But yeah, Winnipeg, woof. Yeah, Dallas wins, says Eric. What's up, man? Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, so battling back from down 0-2 and having to go into Vegas. The Knights, their last home playoff game before then was their Stanley Cup victory in Game 5. So last year. So I mean that cannot be understated that the Stars had that sort of moxie to them to get it done. What happened to Hellebuyck? I mean, like when I look at the game that I watched the most, Game 5, I really do think his defense looked really bad. So it's not. I thought there was like one goal there where it's like, dude, you can't give that up. So I do think that even though he is underwhelming in the playoffs, there are bigger questions as to how that team, defends or makes adjustments to a team like the Avalanche, who, are just skating circles around them. That empty net goal, Jets may have gotten too confident after their 8-game win streak at the end of the season. It seemed to be a trend for performing poorly in the playoffs. Really? Oh yeah, because like the Tampa Bay Lightning had not a huge streak by any means, but they were playing pretty well there down the stretch too, right? Um, Not to mention, like the Abs had lost 7 of 11 going into the playoffs. Favorite player from the Kraken? I don't have one right now so much. I might go with Beniers, even though he had a bad year. I liked his rookie season a lot. Oh, own goal, you're saying. I gotcha. Winnipeg is normally a solid defensive team. I mean, I don't think that they were. I liked that they actually have guys who can fill a number of roles there. Right? You have guys who play responsibly in their own zone. You have guys who can hit out there. You have guys who can put up some points. But yeah, man. I mean, I thought that they have certainly disappointed more so, I'd say, than any other team in the playoffs. Like Washington, I don't think they were expected to be, you know, threatening to take a series against the Rangers. Whereas I thought that the Avalanche and the Jets would have been the most even series in the Western Conference. I truly believe that. David Quinn to the Kraken. Like I said earlier on our members stream, Rod Brind'Amour is going to be a hot candidate in a number of places, and that could include Seattle. Leafs predictions change after they won Game 5. Um, no, I mean, I don't know what I said for how many games that series would go. I might have said Bruins in 6, I don't know. But I wanted to pick the Leafs going into that series, but I said, "No, Nick, come on, man. If, you know, uh, squirt gun to your head, like, who do you pick?" I'm like, "Okay, okay, I pick Boston. I'm not gonna pick Toronto to beat them." So, what a game. Otter with that huge save. Oh, hey, Nick, welcome back, man. Toward the end. Yeah, that save was incredible. Always makes your day when the Leafs lose. Hey, and by the way, Nick here, for anybody who doesn't know, one of our most loyal supporters over the years, Windy City Hockey, just adopted a 2-month-old puppy, and I got to see him on our member stream, and he's super, super, super freaking cute. Hello to Cortana. Yeah, Cortana has been, patiently waiting for this game because I have a whole look at this, everybody. First of all, Okay, first of all, shameless plug here. We've got our Twisted Wrister coffee mugs that are available in our store. And so you can pick those up. Just see the video description down below. You'll get a link to our merch store in any sort of team colors that you can think of out there. We've got it. But yeah, this mug is actually chock full of fruit. We've got, well, and carrots and some jerky, but we've got organic apples, we've got blueberries, we got all that. What kind of dog is Nick's dog? Oh, he's a mutt of, various sorts. But yeah, you pick the Leafs for the lulz. You have the Sharks mini stick set? Yeah, yeah, I wanted to get one, but I haven't gotten it. Yeah, because what I wanted to do was, like, have Cortana be a goaltender to, like, reenact a great glove save or whatever. We can maybe find a way to make that happen. But yeah, I got the little I bought some foam pucks as well from Amazon. These are actually NHL licensed. All right, so we're gonna get to anthems in just a second here in Edmonton. Just a FYI, Jay Woodcroft. Oh God, yeah. The Sharks could literally uh, hire back their coaches from previous jobs. They could have like Woodcroft on the staff. They could have McClellan on the staff. Like Daryl Sutter could be the head coach. All these guys were the head coach for the Sharks at one point. Hope Boston will blow another 3-1 series lead. Yeah, I know, right? What's more likely to happen? I still think that they can hold on against the Maple Leafs, but you never know. I mean, they've got Swayman playing well. That's what matters. Uh, you think Woodcroft will be the next Sharks coach? Now, was he? I don't think he was an assistant when Greer was playing there. I don't think so. I could be wrong though. Woodcroft would join the Senators staff. I don't know anything about his connection there. I think Brind'Amour is actually from Ottawa, so some people were thinking that Rod Brind'Amour could be a head coaching candidate over there. But yeah, Brind'Amour is going to be the hottest coach on the market, assuming that he does not want to stick around with the Hurricanes. Because yeah, you heard that kind of that story from Drager, I think it was, that he like turned down a coaching offer or an extension offer with Carolina, which that just, I mean, I think that saga, right? We're not exactly privy to the whole saga. We're only getting a snippet of what's happening right now. So I'll reserve a little bit of judgment there, but that would just be incredible if Carolina couldn't hold on to him because then just about everybody else would be eating out of his hand. Because Brind'Amour, he's taken the Hurricanes from completely irrelevant, and overnight he turned them into a playoff caliber team, and they've won a round every year, at least one round. And their defense has been over the course of his 6 years there. His defense has been probably tops in the NHL. But them or Boston. So anyway, we get the American anthem done, and we've got the Canadian one coming up too. So all right, guys. What's your score prediction for tonight? I'll say 4. I'm gonna say 4. Oh shoot, why not? 4-3. 4-3 Oilers. And let me know who you think is gonna score the first goal tonight. But I'm just looking over at my screen, and they show Leon Draisaitl. So how could I not go with Leon Draisaitl? Ooh, Kings 4-3 in overtime. Here we got Jersey Zone Landon here. Thoughts on the Kings using white helmets with their thirds instead of the chrome dubs? Oh yeah, I'm all here for it. I mean, if they could somehow make that and then a black version of it, their home and away jerseys going forward, I wouldn't complain about that. That would make me very happy. Game six, and Hurdle gets the winner. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Against DeBoer, just or no, Hurdle has to get the winner in Game six because he did that to Vegas a few years ago. Um, but yeah, I don't. I still can't say that the Knights are done by any means, because these have been really close games. 5-3 Oilers says Brendan. So does Jake. 6-1 Edmonton. Woo! I think we already saw that though, right? 4-2 Adrian. Oh, by the way, everybody, the game board is back tonight. Okay. Here. Riddick gets the start tonight for the Kings. But yeah, the game board is back, so it's an opportunity for you to get a sticker. So, for example, if there's a goal from Leon Draisaitl, okay, shoot. Uh, yeah, here's our game board. You can take a screenshot if you want, but I'll be sure to keep this updated through the course of this game. So there we go. So basically, if we get at least 2,000 points, or if we check off 9 squares, or get 3 in a row in any combination, then I will give out 3 of our Twisted Wrister hockey stickers to some lucky viewers out there. So great reason to stick around. I mean, God, who doesn't want to have Cortana's cute face on their laptop or on their coffee mug, right? All right, we're underway in Edmonton. Hit the thumbs up and let's get ready for a fantastic game this evening. There we go. All right. We're just going stickers tonight, though. Oh God, and my broadcast cuts out. Great, because Sling TV is a POS, even though it's by far the cheapest option for legitimate pseudo legitimate streaming. However, I will use I will use Sports East because stupid Sling TV. But we should still get a fairly reliable broadcast for this. So I'll be a little bit behind on the broadcast, but that's all fine. We'll be able to make it through just okay. By the way, I know some folks jumping in here. Gamer Boy Ben, thank you. Right on time. Yes, indeed. I saw Nick in here. Super Mario. Uh, Maple Leafs must fulfill the prophecy. It could very well happen, but hopefully hopefully Matthews can come back into the into their lineup. Excuse me. All right, so now my game is finally getting underway because now I'm using a different provider. But here we are with the Oilers at center ice, and now McDavid trying to get around Doughty, and good defense there from Drew, and now Mikey Anderson, and the Kings with some time here can clear Andreas Englund. We got a gifted membership from Jake. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. So somebody has luckily gotten a 30-month. That'd be amazing. 30-day membership trial when we get our first whistle here with the first 31 seconds gone by. Cortana is going to get a couple blueberries because of Jake's gifted membership. There you go. Thank you, Jake. Oh, Xander got it. Nice. I like to see that. You've never had issues with Sling. Oh, weird. Have you tried using on your web browser though? I think that's kind of what's screwing me over. And it goes, okay. All right. Off the draw. Micro, welcome back, man. Oilers behind the net. And now here's Ekholm. And trying to get that away from Arvidsson, but the veteran winger will shoot at it. And a save from Skinner. He'll cover up with more breathing down his neck. And now we get a little bit of a tie up behind the net between him and Evan Bouchard. Of course, the goal scorer, the lone goal scorer in the previous contest. All right, so yeah, so tonight we're looking for goals from Draisaitl, Kempe, any third liner for the Oilers, and I have those written down. Um, the LA Kings defense, or let's see here. If a goalie scores a goal, I'll give out 5 stickers. By the way, and I'll also have to chug a beer and take a shot of bourbon. So, hey, now, what's Cortana's favorite treat or food? Oh boy. Well, she loves whatever I cook for myself, but I don't usually give her anything for that. I make her an egg once in a while. She gets into that quite a bit. Oh, nice chance off the turnover there for the Oilers. But yeah, she doesn't love all the fruit that I give her. She likes apples a fair bit, but she'll eat fruit. Eyes of Night, welcome back. Go Kings, go. Dropping in from Abs Country. Oh, by the way, my God, congratulations on not just a series win, but one that took me by surprise. I didn't think that they would make it look that convincing. I thought the Jets were going to give them a tough battle. I did predict Winnipeg to win that series, so my God, the Abs just completely outclassed them in just about every way, shape, and form. Gamer Boy is also a Panthers fan. Right on. Now the Wild and Jets are eliminated from the playoffs. What team should you cheer for? I don't know. How about a team that hasn't won a Stanley Cup yet? So Vancouver. Yeah, big time flex, man. You had the Jets winning the cup too. Okay, because I know that there were a few people out there who were like, "I got the Jets," and I'm like, "All right, I'm not the only one taking crazy pills." But yeah, and I didn't mean to bury Hellbuck quite as much as I did in my video, but you know, he didn't rise to the occasion that I would have expected, but he was not helped by his defense at all. That last game, that defense looked like they had quit on their team. Vancouver or Florida? Oh yeah. Either way, Vancouver or Florida. Yes. Or how about both? We can get the Luongo and Bure Cup special. All right, nice feed across the ice and a one timer from Anderson that gets blocked. And now Grunstrom feeding it to the dot, a bobbling puck that's kept in at the point. Dubois centering the fourth line for the Kings. How's that contract going to age? Derek, hey, what's going on? Thanks for jumping in. I thought the Jets were a contender. I know, right? What former Shark would I like to see win the cup? How about which former Shark coach would I like to see behind the bench next year? But of course, yeah, I'll extend that to anybody. But for me, number one's going to be Bernsey. But I wish I would have gotten to see Brendan Dillon with a chance there. Nice save by Riddick. He's a little slow to get up, and there's also another King down. I didn't see quite what happened, but Mikey Anderson is just hanging on the ice right now. You can't pick your own team since your pick's never won. Well, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I don't know if I didn't see Anderson collide with Riddick. Um, I assume the goaltender's okay. Duncan's now put up for bed in his crate. Ah, yes, you're gonna try and crate train him. Good, that's good. It's not fun when they're in the crate and kind of whimpering like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me?" But it helps. It helps. But with Cortana, I only had that. I crate trained her for uh, about a year, maybe. I don't know. But I would leave her like in a small confined area with her crate open. With that area closed off, and so she eventually got accustomed to that. And she turned out to be a pretty good girl. Uh, if goaltenders could be captain, which goaltender today would? Yeah, that's a fun one. While we wait for action to resume here. I had asked this on our members stream, but Trevor wanted to extend this to you guys. If goaltenders could be captain, which goaltenders today would be given the C? Uh, and Duncan, yeah, he named him after Duncan Keith. You want the Kraken to win the cup next year? If they do, there you go, Samantha. That sounds good. Nemesnikov got hurt in the game before due to taking friendly fire to the cheek. We saw that with Chris Tanev in Game 5 as well, or Game 4, I should say. Uh, uh, I don't know if that was a question for me, Ben. I like the Panthers, and actually, if I rank teams by how much I want to see them win the cup based on who's still alive, they're a very very proud number two team for me there. Oh, no, not me. Okay, got it. Wasn't Luongo captain of the Canucks? Yeah, exactly. That's why I brought that up. All right, Bouchard, a shot and a little bit wide of Riddick's blocker, and now here's Kopitar. He never got the captain patch though. Interesting. Blackwood because he was the only one on the Sharks who gave a damn. I think Granny, Granny would have been fine for that, or even Duclair. Yes, Eyes of Night is true red and dark blue, I guess. All right. I think that Anderson's okay though. All right. Face off controlled by the Kings. Oh no, Anderson went to the dressing room. I'm sorry. And we'll get an icing to the Kings. So yep. I think Luongo had a C on his helmet. Oh, interesting. Luongo captain, he has a C on his mask. Got it. Uh, you predicted Boston sinking the cup. I have them going out in the second round, but to the Lightning, and then Winnipeg. Yeah, I know. Not yeah. My bracket is screwed. I could still get like 5 teams in the first round, which is like I think that's pretty standard, 5, 6. But yeah, after that, it's just bad. Uh, if oh yeah, and I predicted Boston last year too, right? So, God, I didn't even know that, Ben. My cup prediction at the start of the playoffs. But my cup prediction has, blown up in my face in the first round the last 2 years. Who knows? It could even be worse going back before then. Alright. Uh, hmm. Alright, now Riddick and Engeland. Oh, yeah, you guys are good. No worries. Uh, Skinner's going to, easily glove that. So, yeah, Panthers, they'll get the winner of Maple Leafs and Bruins. Hurricanes and Rangers is the only matchup set just at the moment. Yeah, thanks, Eyes of Night. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to give Cortana a treat in your honor. Here, let's give Cortana some apple here. I got tons of treats too, so we'll have to pace ourselves for this evening. All right, let's see here, Cortana. About Ryan Nugent Hopkins, the back check to Robert Thomas. Which one's that? All right, Oilers have it deep in the King's zone. Work out to the point. Here's Bouchard, the big slapper, and a nice block from Lazat. Now for the other point and sent behind the net, Byfield or Engelland and Lazat will be able to get the clear here. Skating ahead is Fiala getting around Bouchard. They collide in the corner. And now moved to the Kings blue line. Here's McDavid against Spence. He gets double teamed, and Hyman able to send it all the way around to the point. A shot to the side of the net, and they had some good traffic out in front. A loose puck, though, scoots out of the zone. Your gift memberships never go to someone in the chat. I know that Jaws was saying that some like random people were getting his gifted memberships. Adam, good evening to you. All right, Spence. Who's going to score the first goal, guys? Do you have a specific player? I'm going to say we get yeah. I mean, I said Drysdale. I mean, that's about as likely of a player, I suppose. A shot here and a save from Skinner. And now Desharnais able to move it up the wall. And Holloway will get it all the way down. Hyman Nurse, Adam says. Okay, that's a good one, kind of off the board. A snipe from Kopitar, just like game 2. Kane, says Brian. Okay, okay. Where is Stamkos going to end up if he leaves Tampa? I mean, you know that Vegas is going to be a candidate for somebody like that, no matter what. Even if you don't think that they have the cap room. Uh, do you get Duncan a little Blackhawks jersey? Oh, buddy. I mean, I'm sure that the Blackhawks probably have like both home and away colors for him. I hope so, though. Get him like something. I don't know, something for the Winter Classic. I don't know if they're gonna have dog toys for that, but oh yeah, dude, just go ham, man. I mean, that puppy's so cute. He's going to be a great friend. Stamkos to Detroit. Yeah, I think maybe I don't know if it was you, but somebody had brought that up as a possibility. I could see that. Eiserman has he's been a little bit more aggressive with free agency and trades in the last two off seasons than I would have expected. So I think anything goes now for Stevie Y. Not to mention, I mean, he was Eiserman was GM for part of Stamkos' time in Tampa, right? Your friend is hoping the Red Wings get. He's hoping that yeah, exactly. His old GM would sign him. Uh, Autocorrect. Um, you'll take him in Boston. Well, if you can't get a true number one center, then why not go after somebody from our rival team on the wing? Not to say Zaka hasn't done a good job, but yeah, having more punch up front would help you guys. Yeah, but yeah, Boston's cap space is a little tricky. It's not going to be like it's not going to suffocate them over the offseason, but it's it's a challenge. That's kind of how I'd put it because I think they got like a couple of defensemen off the boards, but yeah, they also have to worry about what they're doing with Swayman because right isn't Swayman due for a contract in the offseason? Uh, I've gotten so many of your friends into the playoffs this year. Only took you about 10 years, but you think Stamkos will go to Detroit. All right. Well, thank you for spreading the good word of hockey. I appreciate that. I wish it wasn't at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's a little bit on the later side for the Eastern time zone. Uh, what my merch is what now? STY. I don't know what that means. I take about 3 years to learn like a certain term, internet lingo. Columbus. Yeah, Columbus, I don't know what would really draw him there. He wants to win a little bit sooner, I think. Uh, Columbus has a promising prospect pool for sure, but is Stamkos gonna wanna wait until he's 38 or 39 years old for something like that? I don't think Stamkos is leaving, but could just be you. During half the exit interview, they were saying Stammer's a bolt for life. The city and team love it. I mean, I don't think that that necessarily means that he sticks around if they say that. It's just kind of like no matter where he goes, no matter how successful he is, like everyone's always going to regard him as like when he goes to the Hall of Fame, he's going to be a bolt. Is like style. Oh, okay, style, huh? All right. Uh, Stamkos to the Sharks. Oh God. Well, they got cap space. So if they want him for 11 million, they could do it. It's new hockey slang Stee. You know my Stees. We're gonna be asked again. Wha- Uh, wait, the Blue Jackets. Yeah. Well, hey, same here, man. Stammer to Utah, dude. That would just be crazy because they have some decent weapons on their team now. Uh, ready to pay for the adoption fee that would have been today. The Human Society adopted him. They were just $25. Lucky you. And then, does that like, what about, like, neutering? If the Sharks win the draft lottery, the consensus number 1 pick at this point now is Macklin Celebrini. It's pretty much like he's at his own tier, and then there's just a little bit of a drop off with the next couple players. So, yeah, Celebrini, if he doesn't go first overall, that would be kind of like how Slavkovsky went over Shane Wright 2 years ago. Jackets, you've been a fan all your life. Hey, kudos to you though, man. Sticking by your team. I respect the hell out of it because, I mean, I've I've had a hard time staying a Sharks fan, and we had so many great years of like winning playoff series, right? So, hey, what's up, Lautaro? Uh, Clippers and Mavericks simultaneously. Well, I don't have a horse in that race. He was fixed last week. Oh, great! You don't have to go through that yourself. That's good. Uh, Wolfie was only yeah, but $60. I mean, hey, but the thing is that, I mean, this was back in California, guys. When I adopted Cortana, she needed to be spayed. I paid about $400 for her, but it's like I don't care, man. Like you can't put a price on a best friend, you know. Uh, all right, man. Well, anyway, about 12:29 left here in the period from my broadcast. I know I'm on a bit of a delay here. Blackhawks probably win the lottery. I'd say that like people are saying Utah is going to win it. I could see that. Dogs are the best. Absolutely. I mean, for friends of any kind. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about the bond uh, between a human and a canine. All right, here's Kopitar from center ice, and he's just going to get a line change for his team. Ooh, and this is going to float down to Matt Roy. Uh, Still sell out your barn. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, man. That's really cool. You remember, you missed it. You were gone. Oh, Eyes of Night. Oh, okay, Eyes of Night. Don't worry, your gifted membership is not going to waste by any means. A way too early hot take next season. I don't know, man. Um, for me to say Utah would make the playoffs, that would be a bit of a hot take, but I've kind of had that mindset that like that team is going to be challenging for a playoff spot. I think Reinhardt's looking for that Skrilla, man. He could hit double digits. Remember what Nylander got, right? And Reinhardt plays better defense. You don't fully understand it. How does the draft lottery work? Well, I don't know the intricate details, but basically there is like a cage and a bunch of balls are bouncing around and they all have like certain numbers on them. And basically during the draft lottery, somebody is picking the balls out of the machine and lining them up, and like based on the number sequences that corresponds with which with a certain team. I don't really understand that too well, but anyway, based like the general idea though is that if you finished with the worst record in the NHL, you have the best odds, the best chances of winning the first overall draft pick. But you're not guaranteed the first overall draft pick. Hmm. Let Cortana pick. All right. On the wing is McLeod, and he's going to send this behind the net. Brought out to the point and a shot, and just a little bit wide of Riddick. Spence flipping it over to Lazat, and he takes a hit as he gets this into the neutral zone. Now Holloway, a shot that gets blocked, and Doughty, the first one on it. 10:05 left in the period. And now Lazat, a shot and a save from Skinner. He'll cover up as the Kings are actually out shooting the Oilers by a margin of 7-1. Jackets are going to get screwed out of it. Yeah, that must have been pretty disappointing last year, but at least the Ducks didn't get it. Haha, no. Um, a bingo machine that can determine a team's future. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, the Sharks take Celebrini, that would be crazy. Well, I mean, I think they would be crazy not to take him, but it would be so fun though, considering he played in the Junior Sharks organization. Let's see here. Now we've got a bit of a tie up at the Oilers goal line. Kane from center ice, and now Kulak to Kane in the slot on the yes, and they score, and it's Leon Draisaitl cleaning up the mess in front of the net, and the Oilers take the lead 1-0. And yeah, because Draisaitl scored, guys, that means we get points for tonight. And also, I have to take a shot of pickle juice, so I got to go get that on the commercial break. Uh, Leon Draisaitl, man, Mister April, the guy is just automatic during this. So yeah, look at that, guys. We've got our first square crossed off tonight, and I also owe you a shot of pickle juice. Oops. There we go. That wasn't a one-timer though, or anything like that. But that's a good start, guys. That was a good start. That was Kane. Oh, why did I think that was Draisaitl? My bad. I thought they. I know Draisaitl was right there in front of the goaltender. I don't know why I thought that. Well, then in that case, I'm sorry. My bad. All right, we'll get back to the action. Never mind, that didn't happen. Uh, oh, he also played for the Chicago Steel, huh? Oh, well, there you go. Hey, Christine. Pens. Oh, anybody else close up behind Celebrini? I mean, there's a little bit, but yeah, there's. I mean, in terms of like the prospect rankings, I think Celebrini is the only one who got like a certain grade. And then, yeah, poor Fantilli. I mean, God, it was not a kind season for rookies out there. I'm really good with keeping track of the player. How do I do that if I don't? Um, I don't really have like a specific technique for that, but I like to look at like posture and body language. I think that, for example, Nathan McKinnon, he skates so uniquely versus anybody else in the NHL when he has the puck. Um, I mean, besides looking at numbers, I don't really know what else I do, but I do. I don't have the best command of who plays on whose line, but that helps. That helps when you study. Before I go live, what I'll do is, um, I haven't been doing this in this postseason, but typically what I do is if I'm gonna do something like play by play, then I'll actually go online and get the various lines and the various defensive pairings and write those down so I know which numbers match up. So I know that, uh, right, that when I see McDavid out there, I know that. Um, I don't know, like Nugent Hopkins is out there, the 93 is out there. So I kind of associate that way somewhat. All right. Trevor, hey, good evening, man. 5 years since when was that? All right, Lightning have a ton of fifth round draft picks. Oh, Andre Palat, yeah. Man, they're drafting, and then like Braden Point was a third rounder, Kucherov was a second rounder. I mean, like that's incredible how they drafted that many elite, Hall of Fame caliber players, or just found fantastic players, and got them all to stay together for a long time, relative to the salary cap era, right, guys? All right, down to about 7:24 here. The Kings are out shooting the Oilers 7-2, but of course the scoreboard says otherwise. I think we're going to a commercial break at the moment. How about them Stars, Ben? Amazing, amazing. Very tight contest though. So it can't be taken as a given that just because Otter's playing out of his mind that's going to be enough to help them win Game 6 in Vegas. But they've done a great job of turning things around. Otherwise, yeah, Otter, that huge save on Stevenson. Kucherov was, as my neck spasms. Let's see here. Kucherov was drafted 58th overall in 2011. So I think that meant he was at the end of the second round or early third round. Kucherov was at the end of the second round. Yeah. Let's see here. Uh, did I think it was over when Vegas won the first two on the road? I did. Oh yeah. I didn't even. I mean, in my bracket, I didn't think twice. I said Vegas easily because they have the Stars number. But like I said, it's a really close series though. Can't stand the King style of play. At least it's not. They have some weapons though. It's not like when they were just mucking things up back in the day of like Kyle Clifford and Dwight King and you had some other big bodies out there. Dirty Dustin Brown. Red Wings drafted well too in the past. You mean like when they were when it was their heyday? Uh, do you break a superstation and watch Game 6 or keep with what's working? Oh, your superstition. Um I don't know, Trevor. I don't want to say don't watch hockey. That's not nice of me. But if you know something's working, don't think otherwise. All right, here comes Corey Perry and a block shot from Dowdy behind the net. Oh, now covered up here from Riddick. Who's going to make it to the Stanley Cup this year? Well, Christine, I filled out a bracket before the start of the playoffs, and I am already just completely gut punched because I had the Jets going up against the Lightning, and that did not do so well for me, did it? So I at this point I'm like, I don't even need to. I shouldn't get anywhere near any predictions because now I'm going to say the Avalanche will watch the Stars win their series against them. I don't know. I didn't think it was over when the Stars were down 2-0. Okay. Slow start in game one, and you thought that they outplayed them in game two. Somebody else had told me that too. A trusted source had said that as well because I didn't watch much of game two. Stars over Bruins. Okay. I mean, Bruins got to get through the Panthers. Maybe I'll just stick with my, you know what, Christine. Maybe I'll stick with my prediction from the preseason. I said Avalanche over Hurricanes. Maybe I'll just go with that now because those teams are into round two. I need some form of happiness. Although, honestly, do I see the Hurricanes getting through the Rangers? I don't actually. They're capable of it, but I don't see it happening. Ooh, how you doing, Cortana? You had bolts over cats in seven. Yeah, I think that's probably what I said too. And I mean, like here, I'm just like I'm cheering for the Panthers. I understand they were the better team in the regular season and are built better. You don't see the Hurricanes moving on. Parzival, congratulations on the game five victory. Again, I was mentioning this a couple of times, but that Ottinger pad save on Stevenson, like when you go back, if you are able to hold on and win the series, you go back and look at that save, right? Rodolfo, what's going on? Dallas struggled to win, and Oilers seem solid enough, but who knows? I think the Stars played a pretty solid game, though. Jamie Benn had a great third period, I thought. Now here's Draisaitl at the top of the circle and funneled back to Draisaitl, looking across ice. Bouchard with some time. He shoots and a save from Riddick off the Bouch bomb, and he'll cover up. Rangers too freaking good. Yeah. Um, I mean, I'm not too surprised that they swept the Capitals. I thought that it was going to be closer than that, but honestly, I didn't give the Capitals a chance. But yeah, I think that they got through Washington much more easily than Carolina did with the Islanders. Turned on the last 5 minutes of the game. You couldn't watch the whole thing. Oh, you're studying for finals. You were not disappointed. Yeah, great. I mean, the series itself has been really close too. So, no matter who loses, you have to tip the cap to them and say that they played hard. Hope the Leafs can pull off a win tomorrow. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with Matthews. But yeah, I mean, I here I was literally preparing a video on the Maple Leafs once again losing to the Bruins. As that game was happening, I was writing my script out. I had some highlights already edited together, and so I was like, all right, here we go. Let's embrace the Leafs downfall yet again. And then, they played pretty well against the Bruins. I don't think Boston played a particularly good game, but the Leafs had good energy. And I thought Tavares played really hard too. And here I am about to rip into him. I mean, granted, and yeah, he and Marner had primary assists too. Hasn't every game been a one goal game? I don't know off the top of my head. Joseph Wool played a hell of a game. Yeah, I mean Swayman played really well too. Rangers versus John, thanks for jumping in, man. Rangers versus Hurricanes. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited for it, man. Anxious as a Hurricanes supporter, but um, that's kind of one where the Eastern Conference Final or even that matchup, people might say that could actually, stand as the real Stanley Cup Final. You've gotten a cold. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Uh, I don't know how old you are, but booze always helps. Let's see. It was a goalie battle for sure. The Leafs game, yeah, yeah. There's no reason to not go with Wool. It's not to slap Samsonov in the face. It's to say, look, I mean, Wool's looking good. Ride the hot hand, right? Can the Canes make it to the ECF and win a game? I know, I know. Oh God, don't get me started on that one. Writing with the Panthers since last year. As a Jackets fan, you have the luxury of getting close or getting to choose your team again each spring. Yeah, dude, I've been in kind of that boat too. But in a sense, it's kind of fun, you know, actually not having that kind of stress from my side of things, uh, considering my team is nowhere near the playoff chase. I miss it. I miss that for sure. But after 15 years of heartbreak and disappointment and disgust, it's nice to actually have a little break from that. Um, uh, what? A storm going through town? Oh shoot, Nick, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, Duncan's not freaking out about that. Dallas is good at pressing up the Knights have a good. I mean, I think that's how they won last year. Rodolfo, just a counterattack, right? Knowing how to position themselves when the other team's trying to break out the puck and just feasting off that. Ovi's gonna break the record calling it. Okay. That's I wouldn't expect to say this earlier this year, but or, at the beginning of the season, I would say, of course he's gonna do it. But now I'm starting to think that that's a bold prediction, but, I hope that Ovi comes back and, is able to kind of, raise a middle finger to Father Time. Rick, good evening. Of all the North Carolina fans, you're kinda worried? Yeah. I would be too, but you know what? I think that I think they're capable. I just don't know if this Rangers team, I don't know if they're gonna be slowed down just this early in the playoffs. Yeah, 4 overtime game, ja, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that game was that was so infuriating. I mean, granted, very theatrical, for the most of the hockey world out there. I'm not gonna deny that, but as someone who likes the Hurricanes, just watching them, basically just set up all these glorious opportunities, and then Bobrovsky just, uh, goes god mode, you know? I mean, there's a reason why he won 2 Vezina trophies. It's hard to go back to back in the league. Only a handful of teams have done it since the '80s. Yeah, so Penguins right 91 and 92, right? Um, and the Red Wings 97, 98. And then in the salary cap era, it's only been done by the Penguins that's and the Lightning, excuse me. The Penguins and Lightning are the only ones to win back to back in the salary cap era. And apparently, when I hold up my two fingers, balloons pop up on my screen. I guess that one's for my nephew. Even though he's over 2 now. John, a treat for Cortana. Yeah, let's give Cortana a good treat here. Here, boo boo. Oh wait, don't drop that. Here, have a couple blueberries there, Cortana. Redeem yourself. Let's see here. Will she catch these? Here you go. Thank you, John. Here we go. One, two. Oh boy, that's going way far. Oh no, we're gonna have to get her back in her seat. 4:24 left in the period, by the way. If the yeah, yeah. Let me see here. We need to update this. It's later. It's like the last 4:24 in the period. Um, was that game last year the four? Yeah, Trevor, it was. Here you go, Cortana. Come here. Can you lie down? If the Canes don't lie down, praying that we don't have a Stars Rangers final. Yeah, the Sergei Zubov Stanley Cup special. Hall of Famer Sergei Zubov, of course. And also played for the Penguins for a few years. All right, here's Dubois with some speed coming down. He's got a guy on the wing, and Laferriere had that puck roll over his stick. Tough break for them. And now the Oilers coming the other way. Now they'll wait for the troops to assemble in the zone. And Ben dropping in a redemption shot for Cortana. Yeah, we can do that. Here, kiddo. Here, let's see. I'm not used to tossing her the blueberries like this, but okay. That's better. That's better, girl. Here, let's get you another one, huh? But thank you, Ben and John. All right, ready? One, two, three. Whoop. Okay. Oh wow, I got some work to do with these blueberries. Uh, Snozzberries taste like snozzberries. Lie down, girl. Yeah, girl. Thank you. All right. Des Moines Buccaneers. That's a fun mascot for hockey. Is Cortana also a Sharks fan? I mean, I want to say so, but I don't really have good proof of that. I actually have a theory that she's an Islanders fan. Maybe that's why she was bothering me over the last 10 days. Not on my streams, though. She's been really good. All right. Here come the Oilers into the Kings zone on the outside, and now working into Nugent Hopkins and a nice tie up in front from Kopitar. Now with some time, Byfield will rifle this down, and Skinner with the paddle just going to settle things for Desharnais. The mascot's a parrot. Yeah, that's fun though. And a nice pickoff there from Lazat. He'll take a hit though, and the Oilers can extend the zone time for a moment here as Draisaitl triple teamed. It's going to just advance this one deep. Is Cortana an Oilers fan? I don't know Cortana. I don't know if she's an Oilers fan. I mean, she's from California, but nowhere near LA. So I guess she would be okay with the Oilers winning. Actually, Cortana's from she was from Central Valley when I adopted her. And so she wasn't that far away from Bakersfield, which at the time was the Oilers AHL affiliate. So you might be right, Christine. You might be right. Is a treat fan for yes, she is. An Isles and Bruins fan. Yeah, I mean that was somewhat of a rivalry in the 80s, I would think at some point. And a turnover here. Here comes Spokane native Derek Ryan on the wing, bobbling, and a save from Riddick off of. I couldn't see who that was for the Oilers who got that shot off, but Vogel now, and he fans on the shot. Bakersfield Condors have been mentioned. Yes, indeed. Uh, Wool carried the Leafs to a win. Yeah, I thought he looked sharp. I do think that Marner and Tavares showed up decently yesterday. You know, they got primary assists too. Going to a Condors versus Cuda game. Oh, okay, gotcha. Bakersfield is still. Oh, you know what, Trevor? Thanks for the correction there, because I was thinking of Stockton when they had the Heat, and now they're in you know, Calgary, right? So that slipped my mind. Here we go. A battle in the Oilers' corner. McDavid gets shoved from Byfield. Bouchard around the net. He's got Desharnais facing some pressure from Kopitar. And the Oilers able to get the clear. And now Laferriere from behind his own net. Kings regrouping here in the final minute. Oh, you also saw the Barracuda against the Stockton Heat. I can't remember who I've seen the Barracuda face. Probably those exact two teams, but um, that's the only time I've ever been to an AHL game. Oh boy, off a bad bounce there, and then buried by the Kings. Skinner didn't know where that puck was because it took a weird bounce off the end board. And Laferriere, by the way, guys, that's going to be some big points because I believe it's from a fourth liner. Or is it? Oh no. No, actually it's not. But you know what? We're gonna give you guys points anyway. Edmonton third line, or how about this? LA Kings fourth line. All right. So we'll actually give you guys some points for this because I originally had this drafted to give you points, but then Jake gave me a really funny idea and I accidentally like replaced it. So we'll go to the game board. Yeah, we'll go to the game board at intermission because we're just about there. And yeah, I'll just make sure that we're caught up there. Uh, Edmonton played badly at the start, changed coaches, and went on an immediate tear. How did that happen? And I'm kind of wondering the same as well. But part of it was because Skinner was looking really good for them, and I think that defensively they had made some small adjustments that were helping them out. And McDavid was really cold to start the season by McDavid standards, and he actually started producing. And then, of course, Hyman, you know, finishing all those chances, right? That was big. TJ Brody, what's going on? Thank you for jumping in. Good evening to you. And the Oilers will have a power play. Looks like I think Trevor Moore's getting a slashing call here to close out the period. Let me update the scoreboard. And the Oilers, like I said, will be on a power play for the final few seconds of this period and probably early into the second period as well. There we go. But yeah, that Oilers turnaround was like instant too, or almost instant. Rooting hard for the Stars to win their series. Yeah, I mean, it's been a really good series. Yeah, Ottinger has really found his mojo. All right, we go to the first intermission. Goals from LaFerriere and Evander Kane. And so I'm just going to quickly go through the board here and see if there's anything else that I missed here. So, as I mentioned, guys, I'll give away some stickers if we're able to reach 2,000 points or if we cross off 9 squares by the end of tonight. So, let me know, was there anything here that I missed? Because I know that that last penalty was a slashing, and I think that was the first penalty in the game. And yeah, a lot of this stuff could happen toward the end of the game. But yeah, we get 300 points to start out our evening and our featured matchup here. Still not hopping on the hype train, but you like seeing what you're seeing with the Stars. Yeah, I'm kind of there. Like to see like Ben play a pretty gutsy game, to see the way that the Dallas Stars have a lot of depth to their lineup, and with like Donov getting that goal in Game 4 and Delandria, I think that could be a sign of good things to come. Um, so yeah, that starts to become a really good blueprint for success in the postseason. They were the first 2 games, but they seem to ever remember that they're in the playoffs. Uh, Dallas had a better version of their green jerseys. Oh, you wish that they had a better version. I don't know why they annoy you, but you can see the Stars grinding their way into the final. I love the blackout jerseys, um, but yeah, I think it's probably right for them to at least wear the victory green for the home games in the playoffs. But yeah, I the one thing that bothers me on those jerseys is the collar being white. McNabb getting smoked by Ben in Game 4. Yeah, there was that sequence there because didn't Stone drill Ben? Is that what it was? Anyway, yeah, some good just a shining example of familiarity breeding contempt. All right, so first intermission. That's your tip, just the tip. Um, Cortana doesn't have her shirt on. Oh, Jeremy, you're right. Oh, I took that off of her and I put it in the wash after, she had used it several times. Jeremy, though, thank you so much. I've got her shirt on the door here. Let's put on Cortana's shirt, okay? All right, hold on. Hey, boo, can I get your help? Need your help. All right. Well, Cortana doesn't want to move, but we'll get her shirt on, okay? Okay, and mission accomplished. Thank you, Jeremy. Cortana is now rocking her Twisted Wrister t-shirt. And yeah, I mean, it's interesting now that we are kind of far along here in the first round because we don't have any other games happening right now. So unfortunately, I don't have anything else to really uh, be discussing from today's action, considering we've talked a little bit about the Stars and the Golden Knights. Of course, we saw that the Maple Leafs have stayed alive in their series. And the Predators, guys, I don't think we've been giving them enough credit, but they've been a tough out for the Canucks so far in the first round, too. So the series heads back to Nashville for what was that? Game 6, yeah. Hey, what's up, girl? Girl, what are you doing? Hey, no. Yeah, but she's a good girl, isn't she? And don't worry, Cortana. There's more where that came from. All right. Axiom. Thanks, man. You don't want to see Vegas win again. You just outright dislike them since the Cup final. Yeah, I had my own animosity toward the Penguins when they just spanked my Sharks in 2016. So I know how you feel, but who knows, man? The Panthers could very well get back to the final, and I would say that about the Knights, but they are in a bit of trouble at the moment. But thank you. Let's give Cortana a treat. Here we go. No look. Whoop. Oh yeah, there you go. Good catch, girl. You went to your friend's house to watch, and he has a home theater. Ooh, a home theater for a playoff game. Lucky you. And best of luck studying for your final, by the way. I think you had mentioned that. Vancouver hasn't been playing good, even in the games where they've won. Yeah, and I don't think that that's on the goaltenders either, right? I know that they've had to, get into their third string with Shelobs, but yeah, they're having a little bit of trouble there. I honestly have not paid attention to that series. I watched the highlights of the last game, but I haven't like sat down and watched a full game just mostly because of timing of things. But yeah, Vancouver has kind of disappointed me so far, but I'm still confident they can get into the next round. But when they face the Oilers, assuming they face the Oilers, that could be a bit of a track meet, I think. I don't know if you have it on hand. Do you know which franchise is the worst economic or financial situation? The one that is going through the worst moment beyond the Coyote relocation? That's a great question. I think that people would probably say the Winnipeg Jets. They've had a hard time with selling out games. Their season ticket holder base continues to shrink, and they have a smaller capacity inside their arena. So yeah, TJ Brody, I'd probably say Winnipeg, but I mean, I think Buffalo is in kind of a tough situation because attendance has been a problem there. San Jose, it's also a problem too. Would one fight count as the 8 penalty minutes in a period? Actually, you know what? I didn't say no, so let's say yes. This year's underdog or dark horse, any team to win the cup. Well, shoot. At least as it stands right now, we don't have a wild card going into the next round. So, I mean, like, I can't say that the Avalanche, even though they were the lower seeded team, I couldn't consider them an underdog. I don't necessarily consider them a favorite because I think the playing field in the Western Conference was pretty. Um, thank you. I think that the playing field was pretty level for the Western Conference. So I don't know, man. If the second round, I mean, would Boston be an underdog against like Florida and then against the Rangers? Maybe. So I don't really know if we have a true underdog in the next round unless like Nashville wins. San Jose will have good attendance once they're good again. I would think so. I think that like one thing that could hold things up is whatever. I haven't paid attention to what's been happening in more recent months, but like the Google downtown project, I know that was placed kind of on hold, but I think that was going to only muddy kind of the logistics of people getting to Sharks games in the first place. And also, I mean, like San Jose it experienced a population drop too. I don't think that that's like the biggest difference maker, but like for example, I myself, I was willing to move on, even though I'm a huge fan. Uh, do I think that the problems in these franchises can get worse, or do you see that they can stabilize? Well, I'm not a great source of information on this, but I'm sorry. Like one challenge that the NHL has is that the Canadian dollar has weakened versus the American dollar. So I think that that does present a bit of a challenge. Um, for a team like the Sabres, I think that as soon as they're good, they're going to, like consistently good. And it might take a couple of years of them being more competitive. I could think that I could see that their attendance will go up, sure. Um, but yeah, I don't really have a clear path to answering that, I don't think. Do I follow the AHL playoffs? Um, I actually don't. I don't really follow the AHL much at all. Um, I check in on the San Jose Barracuda once in a while, but like just following the NHL, like getting through all 32 teams. I don't even follow all 32 teams as well as I would like to say I do. But yeah, that alone just occupies a ton of my time. Because during the season, I follow some NFL, but other than that, I don't really follow any other sports. Winnipeg has suffered because of the Canadian dollar. Leafs, Oilers are doing just fine. Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean the difference between like the situation that the Jets or even the Senators, right, with their inability to get a new arena. Um, yeah, though that's created quite a there is kind of a night and day difference, like you were saying, with some of the other Canadian teams. What moves do the Leafs make after Boston knocks them out? There we go. Boy, that's a conversation. Well, Marner and Tavares each have one more year left on their deal. I think that they're the most attractive pieces to being traded because I just don't think that they're going to win a Stanley Cup with the core four. However, I think that the Leafs challenges, or I think kind of the root of their problem, excuse me, is that yeah, and you're right, TJ Brody. Um, with the Leafs, I do think that they need to make there needs to be a bigger change, and I know that there's like a new president or CEO of the ownership, right? Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. I don't know the Leafs well enough to just outright say that this is the best move, but like should the Leafs have a new, guy at the top? I'm not just talking like Tree Living just came in, right? He's had 1 year. Like I don't think that you can just move on from him just yet. But I mean, Shanahan, is his job going to be safe? I don't know enough to say that it won't, but I would think that first of all, they're going to probably move on from Sheldon Keefe, the head coach. But the problem is that Tree Living, his coaches that he's hired in Dallas, or excuse me, in Calgary, included Bill Peters, Glenn Gulletson. I can't even name the other guy. And Daryl Sutter was a former Flames coach that he brought in. So he doesn't have a very good track record of hiring head coaches. And I still think they need like a number one stud defenseman. I mean, Morgan Riley, I do like him, but they need someone out there with a little bit more snarl. But the identity of that organization just needs to change if they want to make any progress. But and yeah, number one goaltender would also be pretty good too, right? Make a run at Yusei Saros or somebody like that. The Predators can start Askarov next year. How about that? With the Matthews, Bertuzzi, Domi line, Marner might as well get traded. Um, I like Bertuzzi. He does get into some trouble there, but I like his energy, and Domi's played with some energy in this series too. So I mean, the two of them could be brought back on a fairly affordable deal. But yeah, Toronto, they're up against the salary cap. Not terrible, but Gary hates Quebec. Yeah. Will Corey Perry sign with the Oilers again? I don't know about Perry. I would think that he's probably, I don't know. The worm never goes away, right? But for some reason I'm under the belief that he probably would tie it up or hang him up, excuse me. Having a little hard time getting a feed here. Let's see here. Can we get some luck here? Because I believe the second period should be starting any moment now, really. Come on now. You think that that he's done as well? Oh, gee, come on, really? Yikes! All right, Stream East, come on. If hypothetically the Leafs somehow made it out of the first, what would be their cup odds? I mean, they got to take down the Panthers, right? The cup odds, though, I think are kind of weird, right? The cup odds for some reason really like the Oilers, and they really like the Hurricanes. Like looking at the last 2 years, so I couldn't say that it would be all that favorable for Toronto because then they'd have to take down probably Florida, and they'd probably have to take down either Carolina or the Rangers, and the odds look pretty decent in those teams' favor. The greatest team to ever win a Stanley Cup. Oh boy, that's tough, man. Because many of those greatest teams of all time happened before I was even born. Like a lot of people say, like the 80, what was that? The 84, 85 Oilers, something like that. Or, you look at the Canadiens dynasty in the 70s that they should be up there because they were like beating Bobby Orr and the Bruins, and they were beating, um, they were beating the Broad Street Bullies. So I usually hear it's one of those teams. I think the Red Wings in the late 90s were pretty damn good, or like 2002 the Red Wings there were wicked good. um so those are just a few teams that come to mind for me, but I have no idea why my broadcast is why I can't find this freaking game anywhere. It's just really 91 92 Penguins. Yeah, they didn't have that many points though in the season, did they? Because I know 92 93 they were just world beaters. Puck drop, okay, all right, I'll put it to the second period then. Yeah, and the Oilers starting this period on a power play. Don't forget. All right, hold tight, guys. I cannot get a broadcast of this right now. NHL 66. Is that back up and working again, guys? The last few times I tried it, I wasn't having any luck. Let's see here. Oilers. Yeah, it's not working at all for me. NHL 66, unfortunately. What team that never won a Stanley Cup deserved it most? I mean, I think the best team that I've seen in recent years that didn't win but went to the final were the Canucks back in 2011. NHL 66 is working for you. Do you need a login for that? Because as soon as I go there, it says it could not play video, unfortunately. VPN to Japan. Is that right? Oh man, I don't have my VPN anymore. I deactivated it because it was just it just basically didn't work for me. Oh boy. But yeah, we got a Oilers power play at the moment. Oh shoot, really? So it's now 2-1. I I trust you on that. Oh, oh wait, if McDavid scored, then the power play would end. Um, is that second goal good? Because NHL.com hasn't said anything just yet. Oh, please, ESPN, help me out. ESPN, help me out. ESPN, we can do it. This might work. I might be able to get this working. But yeah, I appreciate your patience while I do some troubleshooting here. Come on, you can do it. Nope, just audio. He hasn't scored yet? No. Okay, okay. Here, I'll fix that then. There you go. Sorry about that. Come on now. No score for you? Yeah, yeah. Uh, NHL webcast? Is that something? Oh, okay. Uh, let's see here. Can I get NHL webcast up? Let's take a look. Let's see here. Could this work? Oh, I got it, guys. I got it. NHL webcast. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Got it. Okay. Yeah, but dude, I'm trying to follow the game, Connor McJesus. All right, because I got people here trying to figure out what's happening. So, all right, all right. So now we're through the first. Was that almost 3 minutes through? That's fine. Okay, there we go. Now I think we're good now. So we'll give the Kings their second goal of the game here. And who hit that in? Oh, Lazat. All right, we'll give Cortana a treat here. Cortana in her great Twister Wrister T-shirt. All right, here you go, kiddo. Nothing on the board. Yeah, nothing on the board. If it were shorthanded, that would have been something, I think. All right. Ekholm shooting that in, and now at the side, Hyman tied up here by Gavrikov. Now McDavid a swipe there from the paddle of Riddick, and Oilers losing the zone. They'll just dump this down, and it will go for icing. I bet the Edmonton ML. I just got weed in your eye. What? That doesn't sound good. Toke responsibly, please. Have a gummy. All right. Oh, what's going on, Bill? How you doing, man? Uh, I said, oh yeah, you're fine, dude. You're fine. Uh, you're writing your sweet podcast. Yes. Oh, thank you, Eyes of Night. I appreciate that, man. Especially as I work through some technical issues there. There we go. Let's give one over to him there, or to Cortana. There you go. Good girl. Thank you, Eyes of Night. Go Kings. All right. And congrats to whoever has been gifted a membership. All right, now in the corner. Oh, they had somebody coming toward the slot there. That would have been an interesting opportunity. And now Agholm will have to collect this puck from behind his net. Deflected puck here, and the Oilers will gain the zone. Here comes Draisaitl. He shoots a pad save from Riddick. Adam's a new member. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I think you signed up yourself, yeah. So we'll give Cortana a big old treat for that one. Here we go. Big treat for Cortana. This is actually two apple pieces that never were separated. Here we go. Over the shoulder. Whoop. Look at that catch, Adam. Thank you. All right. Now Spence. Adam the All-Star. That sounds pretty good, right? All right. Here's Arvidsson cycling it around, pinching down the defense. It's England. Oh, behind the net. Here's Arvidsson. A one-timer set up for Spence and blocked immediately from Fogel. And now Draisaitl facing some heat from Arvidsson. Puck sent around the Oilers' net. Nicely picked up by Dano. And off a turnover here. We got a puck that's bobbling all the way down to the King zone, and we'll go for an icing with 14:46 left. You can use the sweet logo now. Wait, which my logo? I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't. I haven't caught up to this. Oh, the emoji. Oh, you're a member now. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Have at it, man. I haven't looked at refreshing our emojis, but because like you have to be at a certain number of members to unlock more emoji slots, which is I think pretty lame personally, but so be it. Draisaitl trying to find Fogel and off the loose puck here. Here comes LaFerriere, one of the goals tonight for LA. Stars and Knights going 7. It very well could. How many more members do I need? Oh, I don't know. I might have enough to like add a few more emojis at this point though. But it's kind of like, a lot of people are on trial. So like on trial membership. So then like when that expires, then like a bunch of my emojis are gonna go away. It's I don't know why YouTube does it like that, but yeah, it is what it is. But here's Dubois had a couple guys in front of the net, and now the other way. Here comes Ryan. Can you add an avalanche emoji? I can. You know what I'll probably do is I'll probably add Cortana, but recolored for the avalanche. I could do something like that. Yeah, it doesn't take long to add that stuff though, which is good. All right, Oilers cycling here, and now Dano almost had an interception, and we're gonna get a penalty here, and the Kings are somebody's going to the box for the Kings. Yeah, it's gonna be an Oilers power play with 13:21 left in the period. Gavrikov going off for hooking, and a good chance for the Oilers to get back into this game, trailing 2-1. Cortana needs an Avs series win treat now. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy to serve that up given my bullish prediction that the Jets would win that. So there you go, Cortana. And 5 memberships coming in from Adam here. Oh my God. It's Christmas in May here. Adam, thank you so much. Goat. That's fantastic. Here, let's give Cortana. Let's give Cortana. Should we give her 5 treats just for that? I mean, like individual little blueberries. Here you go. Ready? 1. There's 1. All right, here we go. 2 over the shoulder. Whoop. Great catch. Look at that. 3. Whoop. There we go. Everybody in the chat's going to become a member by the end of tonight. There's another one. And lastly, let's give her a little jerky bite. And whoop. Look at that. Cortana. What a good girl. And Adam, that was freaking amazing of you. Uh, and just for people's knowledge, those gifted memberships are actually like donations to my channel at the same time. So it does help fund what we're doing here on Twisted Wrister Hockey as well. So merci. We're at a commercial break, but don't forget, guys, when we come back from that. Oh no, Axiom. Don't worry, you might join the crew before you know it, man. But yeah, we'll get an Oilers power play. Oh, Cortana, Cortana, no licking your puppy parts on screen. Manners, honey. All right, Oilers do the power play. Hi. 5 treats for all 5 of the Avs goal. Sure, you can that last barrage of treats. You can think of it that way if you'd like. Cortana is my Kyle. Yeah, but Cortana doesn't have a skit video just yet. All right, so Bouchard bringing this puck up, and he'll do the old slingshot back pass to McDavid on the wing for Nugent Hopkins, but it ricochets back to McDavid. Takes a hit there from Doughty, and a poke check from Riddick. As looks like Kempe is going to skate this out. Kempe, he shoots and high and wide of the net. And it rims all the way around into the neutral zone. The Kings can chew up some significant time here. $1:15 left on the power play. Mirage, what's going on, man? Yo, what's happening to the Canucks? It's they're having a bit of a hard time with the Predators here. And now Nugent Hopkins back to Bouchard and works to Draisaitl at the circle at the goal line. McDavid at the circle, looking down low for Draisaitl. Loose puck, a one-timer. Draisaitl is robbed by Riddick. What a save! Anybody else see that? That was highway robbery. 63 treats for all the games the Sharks lost. Possible goal? Yeah, I mean, at least what I was just watching there, that was one hell of a save from Riddick. Let's take a look at the overhead camera here, and yeah, oh, I see what you're saying there, but the thing is, can we see the puck by itself crossing the goal line? That's what we have to look at. But the fans think it's a goal. It crossed the line. Okay, because like when I just saw it here, let's take a look here. Because yeah, you have to see the actual puck crossing the line and not just the. Oh, I see what you're saying from that angle. Yeah, and I don't know if I'll be able to tell from this. Okay, not that angle, but the one before it. I think I see what you're saying. Is it conclusive though? Canucks in 6. Yeah, do it in Smashville though. The mic cuts out when I get excited. Oh, thank you, Trevor. That means I have to do one thing. Automatically adjust microphone volume. I actually thank you because since you've mentioned that before, I was unchecking it for my streams, and that seems to have actually done a good job. All right, so the officials still congregating. Let's see here. Do Nashville fans still do that? It's all your fault chant. Yeah, they do. They do. Lautaro says Knights in 7. All right, here we go. Yeah, you guys are a little bit ahead of me. That's totally cool. But yeah, it is a good goal, and that will be what Draisaitl. Do I owe you guys a shot of pickle juice? I think I do. Right? Yeah, Draisaitl, and so that one's going to go on our game board. So goal from Leon Draisaitl, and that was a one-timer, right, guys? So that's even more points. All right. So victorious we are. On the commercial break, guys, remind me that I owe you a shot of pickle juice. Yes, you're right, Jake. That's exactly right. Did the refs blow the whistle before it crossed the line? I didn't think so, but I couldn't tell. That Nashville chant is so sick, you love it. It's I mean it is pretty good in a sense. It is pretty unique. All right, let's see here. Why the heck would now for some reason when I close out of NHL webcast when I try to minimize my screen, it just takes me out of the stream. It's weird. Anyway, I can get back into it momentarily here. We'll just do this. That's probably my best bet. Uh, oh, Perry now. Perry is I don't know what's happening to him, but he's being seen by the trainers. Oh no, did I not give out a goal treat? Let's give it a goal treat, huh? Let's see here. Here, Cortana. Want some more apple, girl? Ready? Cortana, ready? Whoop. Good catch, girl. Look at that. All right. So yeah, we'll just wait for Perry to either get the green light. Ooh, he got tripped up there. He collided with Anderson. I think that was just incidental contact, but it was right into the boards. So that's never fun to see. Oh, Perry's getting a tripping for that because I mean both players did go down, but I think Perry's the only one taking the penalty. So we got ourselves a Kings power play. Riddick's glove was over the line when he caught it. Ah, shoot. Yeah, yeah. So the Kings, but Nugent Hopkins can skate this out and dump it all the way down. Hyman serving the penalty because Perry was injured on the play. Okay, yeah, that's. I mean, Hyman's not going to kill penalties, right? All right, here comes Doughty, and on the wing, a block pass before the Kings can gain Edmonton's zone, and now Doughty will back pass it, and Kempe dumped all the way around. Arvidsson, and now Kopitar from the corner, looking behind the net. He's got Arvidsson, moves it back to the point. Some good puck movement. Fiala, and now back to Doughty at the circle. Oh, bumper shot. I thought that for a second there that went off the post, but Kempe sent that one wide. Here is Janmark looking for a teammate, McLeod, and now gathering the loose puck is Arvidsson with the first minute killed off. Oh, now tripping, and that was a bad penalty for Fogel to take. And Fogel's going to go to the box here. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Kings. Yeah. So, and by the way, if there's a 5-on-3 goal, that is double points. Double points. It's in the 200 column. Yeah. Vogel gets a hooking. Oh, they're gonna call Fiala for embellishment? Really? Huh, that I don't know about that. I think embellishment's really hard to call, I think, for the most part. But yeah, it won't be 5-on-3. It's gonna be what, 4-on-3? So what are we gonna be at? 4-on-3 at this moment? Oh, it does stay 5-on-4, huh? Oh, for some reason I thought that huh. All right. Kings have this at the point. At the top of the circle, Byfield. Good pressure from Ryan and a shot and save from Skinner and cleared out of the crease. And now Moore. He'll get a shove there from Desharnais. A battle in the corner. Byfield in there as well. Dude, the guy's a unit out there. Actually, so is Desharnais for that matter. And now, yeah, still in the corner there and moved out. There's, I think, Nugent Hopkins. And we got ourselves just about 10 seconds left on this power play. And now here's Moore around the Oilers net. And Dubois, and he has his pass or shot or whatever it was blocked. Now Draisaitl, we're back to even strength, and he gets taken down, and the Oilers will go to the power play. And that's another just undisciplined call, that time from Dubois. So the Oilers will have a chance now to take the lead with their deadly man advantage. Refs calling everything tonight. Well, the embellishment. I didn't see it that way myself, but after it turned to even strength there, that call on Dubois, I don't see how you can't call that unless you think that maybe the Draisaitl or whoever drew that actually sold that one well. Anyway, commercial break. Commercial break. Hey, Egginator, what's going on? Does the first round hasn't been great, to be honest. Only one series was tied 2-2 after the first four. Oh, really? You're right. Yeah, I mean the Dallas Vegas series looks really good. But yeah, that's true. It hasn't we haven't had that many games in overtime for one. So yeah, just objectively, what's been the best series? Would it be Dallas Vegas? I I guess so, right? Vancouver and Nashville's been kind of fun in the sense that they've sort of teams have been able to wrestle victory from the jaws of defeat, and it's 3-2 Canucks now. East is so lopsided. Yeah, comparatively, it really is. You've gotten already two overtime winners, right? Oh, good for you, man. That's because again, there haven't been that many games. All right, Oilers power play. Here we go. 9:43 left in the second period. Cortana anticipating more goal treats, and Perry's back. Okay, well, that's good. He's okay. All right, we've got McDavid against Kopitar, and they're going to redrop the puck. Kopitar and Verhage, yeah. Really, when it's overtime for the Panthers, if you're not going to guess Verhage, you're going to guess Kachuk, right? Or Reinhardt, maybe. Yeah. All right, here is McDavid and Draisaitl, and controlled by the Kings, but turned over to the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins facing some heat, is able to work it back to the point and receive this from Bouchard. And at the corner, McDavid trying to wrap this around the net, trying to feed somebody out in front. Bouchard. And now McDavid working it to the goal line. Draisaitl, one of the goals tonight for the Oilers. At the circle, looking for it. Oh, the bumper. Save Riddick. And off the rebound, he's able to scramble and cover up. Great save there initially from Riddick, though, I think. Rangers Canes should be fun. Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm scared as somebody supporting the Hurricanes. I am afraid of the Rangers, honestly. But yeah, if the Canes bring their A game, that series is going to be just a nail biter. The mic is still cutting out. Oh, really? Oh, shoot. I echo cancellation. What if I try reduce background noise? No. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If this becomes problematic, I can just switch to my MacBook. But thank you guys. Yeah. All right. Skinner from behind his own net. And now McDavid. Here he comes. He went like 1-on-3 right there. And Riddick was trying to slap that down, but actually that went off one of his teammates, so it's still alive in the zone with about 50 seconds left. It sounds like I'm speaking into a fish tank. And is anybody else getting that? Test, test, test. Oh, off the rebound. Here's Bouchard. No. Is my audio bad to anyone else? Sounds fine. Okay. Well, yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me know if there's an issue. Okay. Thank you guys. Yeah, but if that becomes an issue again, just let me know. But yeah, Trevor's right. Like, you might notice the issue if there's a goal or like my voice just all of a sudden I something makes me shout, right? But yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys. Here, actually, let's give Cortana a treat here for a technical what do you want to call it? Sound check? For a sound check, Cortana. Here we go. Treat. Oh boy. Oh, good catch, Cortana. Riddick made the save and his mask might have come off there. But yeah, he looks really sharp on this PK. All right. Nice job there by Kopitar once again in his own zone, winning that faceoff. And 20 seconds left on the power play. Hey, you okay? Oh. You okay there, boo-boo? Cortana's kind of dry heaving here. You okay? It's okay. All right, now at the point, Bouchard working the other side here for McDavid at the goal line, wrapping it around, looking for somebody out in front. A shot, and they score. That's another one-timer for Draisaitl. Okay, thank you. All right, so now the Oilers, I think just as the penalty had expired, make it 3-2, and it's Draisaitl again. So you don't get extra points for Draisaitl. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Fans first. You guys get double points for Draisaitl because he has 2 one-timers. So I need to go get some pickle juice for you guys because that's part of the game board tonight. If you have no idea what's going on right now, that's fine. I'll fill you in when we get to a commercial, okay? So here we go. And I also think we're going to get points for penalty minutes in a period too, guys. So you're accumulating some points, and when I say that, it means that there's a higher likelihood that I'll have a couple of stickers to give out to you wonderful twisters, all right? Am I going to chug it? No, a shot. Just a shot of it. All right. All right. I'll be right back. Hold on. You okay? You okay? All right. Here we go. So okay. I had to look on the scoreboard just to make sure it wasn't, 4-2 or 3-3 now. All right. So here we go. Because every Leon Draisaitl one-timer means I take a shot of pickle juice. So here we go, my friends. I've got I need to go get more of it. But we got ourselves some Famous Dave's Devil's Spit pickle chips. So first one. All right, here we go. Yeah, cheers to all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me this evening. There we go. What if Leon gets a Hattie? Oh boy. Well, I'll do another shot of pickle juice. But here, let's do the other one here too. Okay. It's actually really good, believe it or not. All right. Okay, see? It's full. All right. And for Draisaitl's second goal. All right. If Draisaitl gets a hat trick, I'll give out a sticker. How about that? PBR, nice. Haven't had one of those in forever. Oh, nice. That's pretty rad. Let's go Draisaitl. Oh, Christine's right. I got to give Cortana a goal treat. Oh my gosh. All right. Here we go. Ready? Whoop. Oh, wait. I thought that was a really bad pass, but we almost made something happen there. So if it's 1:30, where are you then? Yeah, way to go there, useful idiot. And a shot that's hammered and blocked by Nurse. And now we're down to 4:30 left here in the second period. Oh, in Newfoundland. I'm working with Famous Dave's Dean, so I'll show it on screen here if you're watching. No problem if you're not. But yeah, it's got this pig in a devil outfit, the devil's spit. So it's the hot stuff, and it's good. It's not like overwhelmingly hot, but it's pretty hot for store-bought pickles. All right. Whew. Now we're gonna get an icing to the Oilers here. Most playoff points per game all time. McDavid's third, behind Gretzky and Lemieux, and tied with Draisaitl in third as well. Isn't that crazy? All right. Return of the Nick. Your finals ended a day before the playoffs started. Oh, good job, man. Well, I hope you didn't. I hope that whatever you studied for, I hope that the exam reflected the amount of effort you took to study. You know, it's one thing when you study your butt off and then the test tends to be something that like is not what you prepared for, right? That's the worst feeling. All right, Byfield now trying to wrap it around, and Nugent Hopkins is going to flip this down the ice. Here comes Kane, the first goal tonight for Edmonton, and a good battle between him and Doughty as they crash behind the boards, or behind the boards. That's a little weird, isn't it? Behind the net. Now Dubois. Oh, well, you passed. All right. Well, good on you. Now you can enjoy a little time off. And here come the Oilers with some speed. It's McDavid trying to get around a defender. He'll have to send this around the net. Hyman looking out front. He's got not Monahan. How come I can't tell who that is on the Oilers? Yeah, Kings having a hard time getting this out of their zone, though. And maybe a chance in front of the net, and looks like McDavid's drawing another penalty. So the Oilers back to the man advantage where they've scored their last two goals. Oh, Henrique is 19. For some reason, I think, 23? Is that what he used to wear? Doughty to the box, huh? Well, anyway, we've got one more commercial break, and then we get an Oilers power play and the rest of this second period. So hang tight. Doughty? Yeah, you got Doughty's name right. Oh, you okay, honey? You okay? You okay, boo-boo? You okay? A Leon one-timer coming up. A Famous Dave's in Reno. Yeah, just wondering if that is the address on my label. Famous Dave's is, it's a chain. I don't know where it's based in, but like I know that there used to be a Famous Dave's in San Jose. What's the pickle juice about? Oh, yeah. Let me show you guys the board, okay? So, here's how it works. I have some stickers that I would be happy to give out. But for that to happen, we need some things to happen. So, basically, it's kind of like a hybrid of like a bingo or a Jeopardy. But it's all about, we're trying to light up as many squares as possible. Or we're trying to get 2,000 points total. So, like, the left side column is 100 points. The right side column is 500 points. So I've written down all these occurrences or, like certain players scoring certain goals or the type of goals that get scored. So if, for example, if Draisaitl gets another goal, then you guys get 400 points, and because it's a hat trick from anybody. And basically, if we score those 2,000 points, I will give away 3 Twisted Wrister stickers to somebody out there, or well, to 3 random viewers. Yes. Oh God, two mind numbing. Have I ever been to Edmonton? No, I've never been to Alberta. I've just been a little bit into British Columbia, and I've been when I was like 3 years old. I went to Toronto. So yeah, that's tonight. So your incentive for staying around is potentially taking home a Cortana sticker. All right, here are the Oilers. Here's McDavid behind the net. He flutters it over to Nugent Hopkins, a shot and blocked by Roy. Still alive in the corner, and now scooped up by Kopitar, and he skidooshes this down the ice for Bouchard to retrieve. Vertigo, yeah, I know. How will I pick the viewers? I select them with a random number generator, but the way that I do that is I just need people to like write their YouTube name on a form, a Google form. That's all you got to provide, though. It's just like a one-click thing. You had snow in Edmonton? Yeah, I heard that there was some snow in southern Idaho, in some higher elevation in Pocatello, but not where I am. But yeah, it's been a little bit unusually cold for us. And a chance in front of the net. Riddick able to get the pads down. Still 45 seconds on this power play. And now Engelland having a little bit of trouble trying to get this clear. Lizotte from behind his net, or Anderson, I should say. And a nice strip there by the Kings PK, but not quite cleared just yet. And finally, Lizotte able to get this down the ice. It snowed in June a few years ago. Oh, yeah, I don't think, I wouldn't doubt that at all, man. Now here comes Nugent Hopkins at the goal line. Funnels this back to Draisaitl. McDavid down at the goal line. He'll wrap this around. Circles. A one-timer, and looking for Draisaitl again, and a save by Riddick. Draisaitl, and now a timer from Bouchard, and that goes a little bit wide, and we're back to even strength. They're trying to get another shot off, and now, oh my goodness, we have another goal. And it's Hyman in front of the net, as I think there was kind of an off-speed puck there because it had deflected off of somebody, so Riddick couldn't pick that up. And it's 4-2 Oilers. Nugent Hopkins, yes, Cortana, you get a treat. And that one, as we get into the final minute of the period, that is a bit of a backbreaker. There you go, girl. Let's see here. Anybody score a hat trick? No, not yet. A goal gets overturned. We didn't have a goal that got... Actually, yeah, I think we could do that. I owe you another shot of pickle juice. I'm gonna count that one. I'm gonna count that one for you guys. Because, yeah. 3-point game for any defenseman. If Bouchard gets 3 points, then you guys get a lot of points, and I'll give out some stickers. Jesus. So I owe you more pickle juice. I don't even know if I have any more pickle juice left. The hell's this? I think if I eat this, like an alien's gonna crawl out of my stomach, but that's the playoffs. All right. Hyman's a scoring machine. Yeah. What do you have? 50? Was it 54? Oh god. We're out of pickle juice. But here's what I'll do. There's a pepper here. Here. I'll just eat this pepper. There's that. That'll have some nice heat. There we go. Order some pickle juice on DoorDash. And the Kings trying to crash the net, and it's moved off the goal, or off the crease by Riddick, or Ekholm, excuse me. And that's second intermission. Wow. All right. So, if we look at the game board, you guys are looking really good right now. Really, really good. I need to rinse my hands off, but we'll look at the game board and second intermission, so got to update that. What the heck happened? The Oilers power play happened. I know that last goal was at even strength technically, but I mean, it was power play influenced. Kings undisciplined out there. All right, hold on a second. I'm just going to rinse my hands off. Don't forget, if you wash your hands, to have a towel. All right. All right. Hi, boo-boo. All right. All right. Here we go, girl. Oh, boy. Wasn't the Oilers power play like 66%? It wasn't that good. I think it was like 31 point something. It's still the best in NHL history. There you go, girl. There you go, Cortana. Boy. Ugh. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the game board. All right. Yeah. Don't forget to bring a towel. You want to get high? Okay. Let's go to sharing our screen here. Okay. So everybody, let me know if there are any other squares that we can check off, okay? Here, I'll enlarge this for you guys. Okay. So for example, like Kempe hasn't scored a goal yet, right? Lizotte and Laferriere. Edmonton's third line or LA's fourth line. We got that one. Does Bouchard? How many points does Bouchard have in this game? Bouchard has 3 assists. So I think that hey, look at this, guys. Look at that. We got 3 in a row. So we're gonna give out 3 stickers. You guys already won. How about that? So I'd be happy to give out 3 stickers. What I'll do is I'll put together a Google form. Let's see here. More movement on the power play. Oh, Adam, it's that. I sound a little bit like this guy, right? How you doing down there, Jesse? Anyway, we like to do cartoon impressions from time to time on here. More movement on the power play. Yeah, they're right up there, right? Okay. All right, so, yeah, let me get the form ready for, because, yeah, there wasn't a puck over glass penalty, right, guys? We've had what? We've had hooking, tripping, hooking, embellishment, holding, and slashing. So in that second period, we had a lot of penalties there. No shorthanded goal. No cross-checking just yet. No 4-on-4 goal, right, guys? Yeah, we haven't had that just yet. So I think we're pretty much caught up on the board. But what I'll do is I will make a Google form, and then that way you guys can enter to win a sticker. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just going to be working on that in the background here, if you don't mind. I mean, who doesn't love a sticker, right? All right, so we got this is sticker. Today's May 1st. Make a copy, a twisted wrister copy, and all you got to do here. I'm going to show you how this works, everybody. So all you have to do, and I'll let's see here. Not Herbert, yeah. Sounds a little bit like Herbert. What about fighting? There hasn't been a fight yet. Yeah. I was trying to be towely. Don't forget to bring a towel. Right. Sometimes I sound too much like Mr. Hanky though. Anyway, so which I think never mind. Oh yeah, that's right. I found out that my girlfriend has a Christmas sweater of Mr. Hanky, and I said, "All right, well, you are a keeper then." So anyway, we're at yeah. So this is just a simple Google form. All you got to do is enter your profile name. So like what's your YouTube? Oh wait, actually, this is me just creating the form, but it'll give you a prompt or a box down here, and I know Useful Idiot, right? So all you got to do is type in your name, and that's it. Like I'm not collecting any info or anything like that. And then basically, I'll draw a few names, 3 names that is. Yep, right here. So win a sticker will draw the winners at the conclusion of the game. How about that? So boom, boom. All right. And anybody can enter. I want as many people to enter as possible. If that sounds good to you. Too bad this chat, this on the website just, there we go. I can pin a message. All right. So, yep, all you got to do is click on that link right there and type in your YouTube name, and you can be entered to win a Twisted Wrister Hockey sticker. There we go. So we got our first response already. Humraj. Humraj is the first person to respond. Trevor is the second person to respond. And basically, this is the ordering that I'll use when I select with a random number generator. Axiom. Yeah, just type Axiom. That will work just fine for me. All right. Since you already won a sticker, is it okay to enter again? You know what, Nick? I would say yes, but between you and me, as you being the one of the longest tenured twisters out there, I didn't put a sticker in the mail to you. I put 5 stickers. So I think that it's okay if you sit this one out. Finish the form. But I'm not stopping you, though. So we've got Humraj, Trevor, Christine, Axiom, Adam, Useful Idiot, Windy City, and Dean. All right. Yep, and don't forget, guys, I'm not giving away 1 sticker. I'm giving away 3 of them, and with the results that we have tonight, we might even give away more than that. Plot twist: I signed you up for the army. When will I draw? I'll draw at the conclusion. Oh wait, it's really late for you, isn't it? I was planning to draw at the conclusion of the game, so then that way other people who've just joined the stream, in the 3rd period, that they have a chance to enter as well. Yeah, we'll figure it out, Nick. That's fine. But yeah, like I legit, just because I appreciate your support, I just stacked 5 of them in the mail. You'll be here till the end of the game. All right, wonderful. And hopefully we get the conclusion to the game that we're seeking here. So there we are. All right. But yeah, I have 8 responses. I know that we have some more viewers here, so if you want to enter, just see my pinned comment, and I'll remind you guys a couple more times as we get through the 3rd period here. And then tomorrow's games in the NHL. Actually, you know what? Here, I'll share my screen again, because a good way to pass the time is looking at the schedule. So tomorrow, here is what's on tap. We've got... Oh, tomorrow we only have 1 game. 1 game? This is the first round. We're supposed to have like 3 or 4 at the same time. We've got Bruins and Maple Leafs, Game 6. Isn't Wright a defenseman for LA Kings? I don't know. You might have it might have been autocorrect there because there's nobody named Wright on the ice. There's Matt Roy, but the goals for the Kings are Lizotte and who had the other one? Laferriere. So those guys are both forwards. So yeah, just Boston and Toronto. What do you guys think? You think the Maple Leafs can force Game 7? Do we know if Austin Matthews is going to be back in the lineup? I haven't heard anything about him, I don't think, at all today. Teams have advanced to the Bruins-Leafs game makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah. Am I even watching tomorrow night's game? Of course I am. About your order. I mean, I could get to that like tomorrow. Leafs are somehow better without Matthews. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just good to see that they responded with, when they had their feet held to the fire, right? I think Boston will knock out Toronto tomorrow. I mean, because you got to be, if you're the Bruins, you got to be upset that you missed a chance to do that on home ice, and you don't want to have to, have that happen again in Game 7. All right. Oh yeah, and Trevor, actually, I just checked it right now. But yeah, so basically, it's not that one vendor produces the T-shirts and the mugs and the stickers and the hats. Like Teespring works with different vendors. So there's one vendor right now who works on your shirt. There's another vendor somewhere else who's going to be responsible with getting your sticker out. So yeah, that's why that you won't receive things at the same time usually. So I hope that that helps answer your question. Teams usually play better together when their star players out. Hey, case in point, what about the Lightning in what was that in 2020? They won the Stanley Cup without Steven Stamkos for all but like one game, right? But yeah, I mean, I think that's what injuries are something that the really good teams find a way to overcome. And at the same time, though, I can also be understanding that if a star goaltender like Demko goes down and the Canucks, need a full 7 games to beat the Predators, like I can understand that, right? And then from my side of things, I plan to be I don't just plan to be live. I will be ecstatic, or I will be as frustrated as I've ever been on this channel come Tuesday for the draft lottery as we await the fate of the San Jose Sharks and which draft pick, where they fall in the draft order. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you want to see me either crying tears of joy or banging my fist through my desk on Tuesday for the draft lottery, then come hang out with us. You are most welcome. Canucks and 6, don't put Game 7 in the air. Oh, don't put that evil. Don't you put that evil on you, Hamraj. Isn't Alex Laferriere a right winger defenseman? No, he's a fourth line forward. So, like if I go to capfriendly.com, I'm going to just check this one more time just to be, 200% confident about this. But yeah, Laferriere is 78. He's their fourth line winger. Defensemen for them are Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty, Gavrikov playing with Matt Roy, number 3, and then Andreas Englund, number 5, with Jordan Spence, 21. I'll be here crying about the Jackets too. Yeah, please. I invite Jackets fans, Blackhawks fans, Ducks fans. It's so funny, like ever since I started the channel, that's when the Ducks really just nosedived. So I'm kind of concerned that there might not be any Ducks fans subscribed to my channel. There probably are a few, but I probably just haven't seen them around all that much. LaFerriere is a forward. He was, yeah. There aren't too many players today in today's NHL that can play both like forward and defense. It's crazy though, because I don't remember this myself, but I was reminded through one channel that Sergei Fedorov was actually at the end of his career was a defenseman, which like that just absolutely boggles my mind. Oilers have a new playoff song, really? You mean like when they score, or have I not been paying attention? Okay. I personally wouldn't mind though if they had a different horn, because that thing is it's not so mellifluous. It's not so easy on the ears. This year's lottery not as crazy as last year's. Yeah, for sure. Burns used to play wing. Yeah, he was I think he was drafted as a forward. Why didn't Hyman get an assist on the Bouchard goal? Let's see here. No. On the Hyman goal, Bouchard got an assist on it. At least according to NHL.com, he did. So Bouchard has 3 assists tonight. Yeah. Yossi is the only offensive defenseman that's active today. I'm not sure what you mean by that, because Makar and like Quinn Hughes are just as offensively gifted, even more so. I mean, not every team has that like offensive defenseman per se. Carlson, right? Carlson. Like Yossi's more of like he's an all zone defenseman. He really is offensively pretty talented. Man, what time is it? 9:22. Oh god, I guess my age is showing. I'm getting tired already. But don't forget, guys. If for any reason my dumb bum forgets about the stickers, make sure you please by all means remind me during the stream, or at the conclusion of the stream. But yeah, we only have 8 entries for the stickers, so you got yourself a pretty good shot. Heading out, everybody. Good night. Good night to you, Jake. All right, looking good. Makar is the best defenseman in over a decade, in your opinion? I think he's easily the most talented defenseman, and I think that he plays, at worst, I think he's like a decent defender in his own zone. I've seen him look pretty sharp in his own end, but I think that that's a fine statement to make. But like, who's been the best, shutdown defenseman, right? Because like back in the day, right, you had like Chris Pronger, you had Scott Stevens and Scott Niedermayer, you had Nicholas Lidstrom, right? The marquee defensemen now are usually the ones who are the most offensively gifted. Some of them do play really well in their own zone, though. But really, we're in a different era of defensemen. So it kind of sucks because, I'm one of the, you've probably heard other people talk about this. Good night, Rodolfo. Oh, by the way, we're on to the third period. You've probably heard this before, but like, what was I trying to say? Like, I'm in that camp that thinks that there should be an award, like a Bobby Orr award for the best offensive defenseman, and then there should be a best shutdown defenseman award. I think because you have a Selke trophy for forwards. I don't really think it necessarily goes to the best defensive forward, but they're always a good defensive forward who ends up winning the award. But I'd like to see 2 different trophies, so then that way, some of the guys who are exceptional in their own zone, like a Jacob Slavin or, a Devon Taves, or, somebody like that can get rewarded as well as the Makars and Hughes out there. Yeah. All right. Now we're in the third period. Almost two different positions. Yeah, kind of so. I mean, like in the early days of the NHL, as you might know, there was actually a position called the rover who would, play up and down, who would play up and down the ice more. Yeah, I gotta update those emojis, don't I? All right. Yeah, it's not because I don't want, it's not that I don't want Makar and Quinn Hughes to be regarded as the best defensemen in the NHL. It's that I want them to be, I want some other players in that conversation who would never finish as a finalist for the Norris Trophy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like Mikey Anderson. Mikey Anderson's a really good defensive defenseman. Been lurking playing Dragon's Dogma. I only have known about that game. I've never tried it myself. Has anybody ever played Darkest Dungeon? I remember just like demoing that game. It was really difficult, but I really liked how it looked artistically. Anyway. Bouchard should have been in the top 3. Yeah, I think that he'll probably finish. I couldn't see him finishing any lower than like 6th or 7th, though. Because yeah, I mean, in terms of like the best puck movers and a guy with a great shot, Bouchard's got an awesome shot, and he can, he can change a series himself. Like he's almost at that level, right? Darkest Dungeon is tough but fun. Yeah, that's one thing where like, if I could take off a month or something, I might try it out. His plus minus is better than Yossi Makar. There's a lot of factors that go into like whether or not a plus minus is a good stat, because it's a measure of the whole team on the ice. But like when Pronger won the Hart Trophy, I think that year he had led the NHL in plus minus. But that was before kind of advanced analytics took over. Anyway, I don't want to act like I'm an authority on analytics. That's the last thing I want to be known for, because, that stuff's always evolving so much, and there's so much complexity to it that I don't know about formulaically. Plus 34 end of season for Bouchard. But, it's one of those things that if you see that somebody had a career plus minus of 250 and you're on the fence of whether or not to include them in the Hall of Fame, you can look at that and say, they probably deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. It's pretty good. Here comes Kane, the back pass to Draisaitl. Plus 250 is diabolical, but diabolical. I would imagine that Lidstrom probably had something like that, though, in his career. Lidstrom, let me take a look at him. Nicholas Lidstrom had a career plus 450. So there you go. Now here's Dubois. And Ryan McLeod able to move this into center ice. Oilers going to change up here. Dragons dominated Fred's house not long ago. A PS2, yeah, from 06. I still have my PS2 Slim. All right, we get a whistle here with the, wow, already 450 gone by in the period. Off the face-off, controlled by Perry. He banks one behind the net. And Holloway able to retrieve it, taking it out in front. Holloway, he gets tied up, but a really good effort there from him. And Dubois. And now, here comes Trevor Moore. He'll dump this down. LaFerriere giving chase. The Kings can't quite get the forecheck established here as the Oilers can regroup. Black Trejo, hey man, how you doing? Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next round. I'm kind of ready for us to get these matchups underway. I'm really intrigued by Hurricanes versus Rangers, and a chance for the Bruins to maybe enact revenge against the Panthers, as difficult as that could be. But how's your playoffs going? Who do you want to see go all the way here? Someone in your other hockey group says Draisaitl has 30 points in 18 career playoff games. I think he's played a lot more than just 18 playoff games. To give you a number, Leon Draisaitl in his career has, in 53 career playoff games, so entering tonight, in his first 53 playoff games, he has 34 goals and 51 assists for 85 points. Toy Story on Sega Genesis. Nice. Yeah, we basically grew up in the same time. What about Xbox? Your old Xbox with Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh, dude. I did play some Hit and Run. Road Rage, like the Crazy Taxi game. I was pretty decent at that. But yeah, the original Xbox had some great like first party games that didn't quite get as much love as, like the marquee Sony titles. Yeah, Draisaitl I think he's like the deadliest player in the playoffs. Just in today's NHL. Simpsons Hit and Run was the ish. You want to see the Panthers in the finals again? All right, well, hey, that could certainly be possible. Bobrovsky, Bubba Brewski is on top of his game. Reinhart hasn't missed a beat for Hagee's clutch again. And they didn't get into too much penalty trouble against the Lightning, or when they did, they were able to effectively kill penalties, so that's good. Yeah, your PS3 with NHL. A lot of people like NHL 14. I know that. I never played it myself. John, good evening. Now, do you have any horses in the race? Who do you want to see win the Stanley Cup at this point? Battlefront 2, yeah. Republic Commando, I think, was kind of underappreciated. But, of course, the GOAT of Star Wars games, the original Knights of the Old Republic. That game is just, chef's kiss. It's incredible. 12-20, wow, down to 12-21 already in regulation. But yeah, the Kings haven't been able to generate much in the way of Skinner to face. Revenge of the Sith for PS. Oh, the one. Remember the one-on-one fighter you in that game? I had no idea that was there, but that was pretty cool. All right, here we go. 2-on-1 for the Oilers. Skating in with Perry on the wing and a nice block pass there from Spence. Otherwise, that basically would seal the game. Now driving the other way is Kopitar. Backhander, Kempe on the doorstep. Couldn't quite get it on net, and here will come Perry with Kane. A handoff to McLeod, and a shot that gets immediately contested by Anderson. Kings gaining the Oilers zone. Around the net for Fiala. And turned over. And Kane and his line can change up as Hyman's able to move it the other way. He takes some contact along the wall there. No call. And Doughty trying to fight off Hyman. Halfway through the third. I know, right? Like, here we are. Winning 11 or Pro Evolution Soccer. Yeah, I didn't really play many of the soccer games myself. But, like, back in my era of gaming, we got the extreme sports games. So we got Tony Hawk. We got SSX snowboarding. We got aggressive inline. We got grind session skateboarding. We got the arcade sports games, NBA Jam, and of course NFL Blitz and NHL Hits. Like that era, NBA Street, right? Like I loved all those games. I wish that we were able to see more of that at the AAA level as we got into the later evolutions of the consoles. And a shot, and that one couldn't quite get on net for Riddick to save. You want Dallas to win so bad. That's the only time you're going to root for them. Yeah, I know. It's a really close series. The Knights are missing something, though, in there. Although Ottinger has really kind of humbled them the last two games. Oilers play the winner of... Yeah, they play the winner of Vancouver-Nashville, yeah. They do. Resident Evil 4, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Yeah, remember all those like Need for Speed Underground and Burnout. The Burnout franchise was amazing. Burnout 3 is that game still plays so well today, I think. But anyway, SSX 3, yes. Yeah. I'm more of a fan of Tricky myself, but SSX 3 was buttery smooth. Yeah, useful idiot. Yeah, pretty much, man. Burnout Revenge. Yeah. Has been so close for many years. And John, the interesting thing with Dallas is that even though they have a lot of grizzled veterans, they have so many players who are 24 and under who already make a big impact for them, like Robertson, Heiskanen, Harley, Stankoven, and Johnston, that this team could still be pretty darn good for a number of years to come. I'm hoping that Connor Roulette can eventually break in as well. I don't know if he's on track to quite do that, but his last year in the WHL was fantastic with my local Spokane Chiefs. Now here's Kempe, top of the slot, a shot, some traffic in front of the net. Good job by the Oilers to clear out the crease there. And now McLeod can't quite get that cleared, but he gets a little bit of help from Perry. He drags it in against 3 defenders. Holloway, and turned over to Byfield. And the young winger skating in here, getting through 2 defenders and below the goal line. Kempe. And now Anderson working the other point. He's got Doughty there. A shot and just a little bit wide. And off a carom from the end boards, Bouchard will regroup. We're down to 8:15 already. My God. Spider-Man for... I didn't play Spider-Man 2. I always heard really good things about it. But the original Spider-Man game on like PlayStation 1 was super good. Tony Hawk, absolutely. In the city of San Jose, I was 2-time Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 silver medalist. Why Kings so bad? Well, first of all, their power play hasn't really been effective in this game, at least. And I mean, they're getting torn up from taking penalties on their own, And I just haven't seen enough of when they cycle, they're just not really getting shots from the cycle game so much. Mid 2000s, we had rugby, yeah, NBA, sure, and NFL for other sports. Played WWE games. Oilers looking so good. Yeah, well, we'll see how they do against Vancouver. Like I said, I think that could be I think that could be a bit of a track meet. Don't you guys think that? The Guns N' Roses Burnout Paradise. Yeah. Burnout was great. Mike, you were a young kid. Your folks didn't let you play GTA. Yeah. Same here. Same here. I loved Halo, though, obviously. I think you guys can guess that, though, given my dog's name is Cortana. We're at a commercial break, by the way. Nashville's not done yet? No, they've been a bit of a thorn in the Canucks side so far. Do I remember Guitar Hero? I do. I didn't play it a ton. There was like 1 year where I played it a decent amount, but I didn't like play all the different installments. You're hoping for Preds and Oilers. Boy, I don't even, I've never even seen those teams play against each other, I don't think. Playoff teams in order for... Okay, so Toronto would be next for you. But hey, at least Florida's just behind them. Halo 2 is your favorite game of all time. You've beaten that game so many times. Nice. I mean, when Halo 2 was online with Xbox Live, that was such a freaking game changer. But I will always be partial to... a little 4-on-4 on Sidewinder with, or a little, 4-player Slayer on Hang 'em High with pistols and shotguns, huh? We're talking about video games, YouTube. Hoping for Canucks and Oilers. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a more entertaining matchup that I can see in front of me. But then again, the playoffs breed interesting rivalries, and you get series that go different. They play out stylistically different than what you would expect. Sometimes. Draisaitl, Mortal Kombat. I wasn't a huge fighting game fan. Draisaitl owns the Preds. I mean, shoot, it's the playoffs. Draisaitl is going to own just about everybody. Yeah. The hockey gods like to tease us. The hockey gods can be so cruel at times, though. All right, here's Arvidsson behind the net, and a one-timer there that gets blocked. So again, the Oilers doing a good job of not making Skinner have to come up with too many saves in this period, honestly. Now here's McDavid. He shoots a pad save from Riddick. Dallas versus Colorado looks likely. True, it looks likely. God darn it. Who would I pick in that series? Because I'd pick the other two teams to win those first round series. It's been a while for Vancouver, yeah. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Really, yeah, I do kind of remember that being a... Would you say that's kind of a cult classic, right? That was Kurt Schilling's video game studio, right? All right. Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen my pin message, I'll put it here as well. But at the end of this game, we're giving away 3 stickers. Oh, a Splinter Cell. Hell yeah. Yeah, so if you haven't already, you can enter to win a Twisted Wrister Hockey sticker at the end of this game. I'm randomly drawing 3 viewers, but I do need you to click on that link. All you got to do is enter your YouTube name. Yeah, but Splinter Cell was fantastic. I was so bad at it, but like looking back on it, it was just beautifully crafted. Final Fantasy, I wasn't like super into that series as much. I just was never very talented as a gamer, or like didn't want to sit through that many games that took 40 plus hours to complete. Some of them I did, but yeah. But here in Argentina, in our free time from computer classes, Counter-Strike, yeah, Counter-Strike, very popular. Now, back in the day of Counter-Strike, the game I loved playing was Unreal Tournament. That's one of my favorite franchises. That was Kurt Schilling's studio, yeah. Production was funded by Rhode Island. Oh, whoa. That's cool. Because you don't really see that sort of thing in the States. Like, I know that it's more common in, like, Australia, I think, and maybe even Canada. All right, down to... Oh, God, guys. We're down to 5:45. And I got to credit the Oilers' defense here. It's not that the team is sitting back all that much. They're just not... they're not being aggressive, right? You can still like try to create chances without being overly aggressive. Adam, Fusion Frenzy. I only played mostly a demo, and I played it a couple times at my friend's house as we go to a commercial break here. But yeah, Fusion Frenzy is kind of underappreciated. I might have to root for a Canucks-Panthers Stanley Cup final. Okay, yeah, the Bure Luongo special. Jovo Cop special, I should say. But yeah, Fusion Frenzy was good. Trying to think of original Xbox games. There was like Kung Fu Chaos and what was it called? Bloodwake, and Jade Empire was, I think, console exclusive. There was one Spider-Man game you played on computer. It was kind of hard to describe, but the ending villain was a fuse of Doc Ock and Carnage. Yeah, Spider-Man games have mostly been pretty solid. GTA 5, you like driving the cars. Yeah, I never really was into like GTA. Although I love like Red Dead Redemption. Robertson Bowl if it's Dallas versus Toronto. Yeah, that's true. Favorite, there we go, Lautaro. Favorite hockey video game. I'd probably go with anything that's NHL 2K. I also love, of course, NHL Hits and like Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. Could you actually play some sort of hockey in Minecraft? I would think so. Red Dead 2 goes hard. Yeah, I've only played the original one because like I haven't really played video games in the last few years, but Yeah, Jade Empire deserves a remaster. Yeah, that was when BioWare was just incredible. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan too. I like, the original trilogy. 3D hockey was great. Yeah, I think that's been kind of unfortunately it's gone kind of under the radar. Cuz those games on the 64, especially with that controller, didn't age all that well. Panthers versus Predators, Battle of the Cats. Man. Oh, the Preds can somehow find a way to get past the Canucks. You know them. When they're the low seed, they can be deadly. As the Oilers are able to snuff out that attempt by the Kings, Oh, and a shot and a save from Riddick off his glove. Kings stuck on, by the way, 18 shots on goal. Entering the zone, though, is Arvidsson. And cycled by Gavrikov behind the net for Danault. Down to 4:45 here. Here's Fiala around the net. And now Spence trying to get one toward the side of the net. Nice play from Ekholm. And Nugent Hopkins can chip this down into the King zone. No icing. Twisted Wrister clan tags in Call of Duty. That's funny. If you guys want to start it, I'm not stopping you. But I haven't played any COD myself in oh god, since Black Ops the original. Oh, on the doorstep, and now a huge scramble in front of the net, and down is Skinner. Play goes on. McDavid now skating it out of the zone and dumping it down. Team should name the Aliens and play Nashville in the playoffs. Oh, Aliens versus the Predators. That's funny. All right, now in the Edmonton corner, sent around the net. Laferriere cycling it to Kopitar, looking for Byfield, who was in front of the net there in Desharnais. Will take that loose puck and move it to a teammate. Scooted into the neutral zone by Ryan. A shot on goal. Glove down by Riddick, and he'll just hand this off to Spence. Now jumping into the play. Dubois around the net for Moore. Here he comes. Oh, nice defensive tie-up there by, it looked like that was McLeod. Another shot at the net. I don't know if Skinner got a piece of that, but Dubois is there. And bumps it ahead to Laferriere. And now a shot, and that was immediately blocked there. Edmonton looking for the clear, and they got it. Under 3 to go now. Under 3 to go. Ice hockey on the NES. I can't remember Eyes of Night. I might actually have a copy of that game. And now Draisaitl as the Oilers able to swallow up the Kings' attack. But a turnover. And now skied into the neutral zone. The net is emptied for the Kings with 2.5 left. Now Draisaitl trying to get the clear there, but it's still alive in the zone. And a score! There was a lot of traffic in front of the net, and that shot came in from the point. Might have been Victor Arvidsson, and it's now a 1-goal game. Comeback, it's the playoffs. Anything is possible. So we'll give Cortana a treat here. Got lots of apples and carrots left over here. Here we go, girl ready. Whoop. Look at that catch, Cortana. Good job. If you haven't already, please do hit that thumbs up. That helps the channel, by the way. Is that going to be a Kempe goal? All right, then. And we also have a team that scored with its net emptied. So that also is on the board. So nicely done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. We have 8 squares. I'm already giving away 3 stickers, but we do have 8 squares checked off. So we'll see what happens at the end of this game. All right. Puck behind the Oilers net, going for the clear. Nice heads-up play there from Hyman to knock that out of the zone and just chew up a little bit more time. And now at the corner of the Oilers zone here, it's Spence working it from the point. He'll put it in an empty space, and Bouchard's the first one there. And now the Oilers a chance at center ice. They got a 2-on-1, and Riddick is actually out there. McDavid, I don't know what he was going for there, but he'll at least chew up some time with 90 seconds left because Riddick was in the net at that point. Now, Fiala dumping this in. Ceci trying to get that, pry that from Arvidsson. And he'll move that to the point. Doughty, he's got Arvidsson at the circle. Spinning away from Draisaitl. Back to Arvidsson and moved over to Kempe at the other point. Kempe, blocked shot there. Still alive in the zone. Looking for somebody across the crease, and Deneau couldn't quite get a stick on it. Not a bad setup. 50 seconds left. By the goal line. And now at the circle. The other circle, one touch pass to the point. Doughty works it for Fiala and back to Doughty. They need to get a shot off, though. And a nice block pass there from Ceci. Tied up behind the boards, and now Arvidsson able to shovel this out to the point. Kopitar around the net looking for the point there, pinching down Fiala. And the Oilers come aggressively and get it out of the zone. And now a chance at the empty net, and getting hooked on that play was Draisaitl. And will they call that like... Because he was basically in alone. There was one other defender coming back, though. Are they going to award it a goal? Let's see what we get here, guys. No, they're just going to call it a standard penalty to the Kings. So the Oilers do technically have a power play in the final 20 seconds. That one cave with a dude stuck in it. Oh, jeez. Almost sounds like Man Bear Pig. I'm super cereal. Yeah. Oh, Riddick was in... Wait, Riddick was in the net? Or just for the face-off? I think that's what they're saying. All right, final few seconds here, guys. 19.7 to go. And don't forget, in just a few seconds, guys, I'm gonna give away a sticker. So if you haven't entered... Or I'm going to give away 3 stickers. So if you haven't entered, see the pin message at the top there. That's how you can enter. I have... How many entries do we have, guys? We only have 12 responses. So you have a pretty good chance. If I'm giving away 3 stickers, you got a 25% chance at this exact point in our stream. Wow, I didn't know that axiom. That's crazy, dude. Oh, boy. And I know that my broadcast might be a little bit behind. Penalties shouldn't be called by the time the clock is... Oh. All right. Oilers have it in the Kings zone. A shot from Draisaitl that goes over the net. And now Ekholm. He'll move it all the way into the corner. Doughty will gather it. Can't quite get it up ice. 3 seconds left. It's at center ice, but there's McDavid. And he'll just hang on to the puck as the Edmonton Oilers are into the second round, where they'll face either the Vancouver Canucks or the Nashville Predators. And yes, like you're saying, play La Bamba, baby. So, who wants to get a sticker? Let's give away some stickers, everybody. I hope that if you want one that you clicked on our link in the pinned message. So, but one thing we have to do, everybody, we have to make sure that we have all of our squares checked off, okay? Was there a puck over glass penalty? There was not. Did Skinner have a .925 save percentage or better? No, he didn't, and neither did Riddick for that matter. Nobody overcame a 2-goal deficit. There was not a 5-on-3 goal. There was not an own goal. There actually was not a boarding penalty. And so I think that we have everything else crossed off effectively here. Who scored the 3rd goal for the Kings? Kempe. Okay. So we get a total of 8 squares. That's really good. But considering we got 3 in a row here, we got the 3 in a row, that's why I'm giving out 3 stickers. So let's give them out. I understand some people do have to go, but before you do, please do leave a thumbs up, and I'll get on with this, okay? But let me also put here that it's a final score, okay? All right, got to make sure my banner's final. All right. Well then, everybody. Good night, Chance. All right, so we got our respondents. So we got... I'll enlarge this. So here we've got Humraj. He's going to be number 1. And at the very bottom, we've got Black Trejo. Black Trejo, you'll be number 12. Okay? So here we go. We're going to go to random.org. All right. And we're going to draw 3 numbers between 1 and 12. So the first number we've got is number 7. So we start with Humraj, Trevor, Christine, Axiom, Adam, Useful Idiot. So Nick, Windy City Hockey, you are the first winner. Let me know though if what you want to do with that. Okay, so Windy City Hockey, our second winner here is going to be number 8. So whoever is right below Windy City Hockey, Dean, there you go, man. You get a sticker. Just reach out to me. X, email, Instagram, any of those should be fine, and I'll hook you up with a sticker. And then also, Nick said if rerun it and give it to someone else because I gave Nick 5 stickers for winning a time earlier because of his support over the years. So anyway, so Dean, you're a winner. Let's give away 2 more then. How about that, guys? So we've got 5, number 5. All right, number 5, we've got Humraj, Trevor, Christine, Axiom, Adam House. Adam, you win a sticker. So you can reach out to me, just see the video description down below. You can email me, for example, or you can message me on Instagram, and we'll hook you up with a sticker. All right. And the other winner for tonight, we've got ourselves number 5. That was Adam. Number 4, our third winner is Axiom. You win a sticker as well. So reach out to me. Again, email, Instagram, X, carrier pigeon. Just see the video description down below. So Axiom, Adam, and Dean, thank you so much. You are all winners of stickers, and I'll be happy to hook you up with the good stuff. Anyway, hey, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure before you go hit the thumbs up because that does help the channel. And our next stream, unless I do one before Tuesday, it will be Tuesday's draft lottery. And this is the epicenter of the draft lottery, as you will see either me crying tears of joy for my San Jose Sharks getting the first overall pick or slamming my fist through the desk, maybe drinking some pickle juice or a beverage, or 6 of them. Anyway, guys, congratulations to the Oilers. I hope you had a good time with us, with Cortana and me. Let's give Cortana a couple more treats because she was such a good girl. I got through about half of these. We had so many tonight. And thank you again to all those who threw in a super chat, a donation, gifting memberships. I do appreciate that. That goes toward keeping the lights on for this channel. Anyway, yeah, we'll give Cortana some more treats. I'll enjoy myself a little treat. It's been a good night with you. Danelle, wow, it is late. All right, man. Well, Rangers Hurricanes, it's going to be a war. Congrats to the Oilers. And tomorrow we'll see if the Bruins can get past the Maple Leafs. Anyway, guys, have a great evening. It's been a pleasure hosting you here again on this channel. And I'll see you around soon enough, Hufflepuff. We'll have a video out as soon as tomorrow, by the way, on the channel. So something to look forward to there.